Johnson, the receiver, 7 catches, 140 yards. And like I said, Conta, 33 carries, 168 yards. And Carson Steinhorst, 8 carries, 61 yards. So, they got a couple of threats for running the ball, too. So,
you look on the other side of the ball, Neillsville, Granton. They got the win over Loyal, but you really can't go by much of the stats because it was only about a half.
Right, yeah, but I think they found something maybe with Eric Boltson, big rangy senior wide receiver. He had Bryce found him a couple of times for nice gains, including the only offensive touchdown of the game, the other touchdown scoring on Drew Brown's kickoff return on the opening kickoff. But, they made a very good attempt to run the ball, and I think that opened up the passing a little bit too, Larry. So.
Yeah, 20 carries, 53 yards as a team. That was just in the first half. So.
Right. Yeah. So they made a commitment to the run, and in doing that, they also opened up the passing lanes for Bryce Erickson a little bit.
Coming up at halftime, we're going to get a conversation with Tucker Johnson. We had a chance to talk to him earlier today on our Two Guys on Sports broadcast. So if you didn't hear it, we'll have the full interview with him coming up.
It's really fun, and this young man, of course, Tucker just started being as his freshman year at Neillsville, but he is really committed to the game of golf.
Wow.
I just about fell off my chair when I asked him how many holes he plays a day, and he told me 27. And I said, wow. I was thinking, maybe a 9 here and an 18 here. Nope, 27 holes a day, and I think he's up there 6 or 7 days a week too. So. But I think that's how he's committed to being good, and it's really showing in the competitions he's going to.
Yeah, we'll let him explain what he's been doing this summer coming up on our halftime report. Some pretty interesting games coming up next week in high school football, and one of those we talked about on our Two Guys on Sports broadcast. It's Edgar at Colby.
Yes,
next
week. That should be, well, it is going to be the game of the year in the Merriwood Conference. Those two teams right now rank number 1 and number 2 in their division, I believe. Yeah. Yep. And it's going to be interesting if Edgar can slow down that Colby offense. They had a great night out here, and then I watched them last week against Spencer Columbus, and they just ran over Spencer Columbus pretty much the same way they ran at Neillsville. Jeske, the big quarterback, is just something else to stop, and then you look at the weapons he has at his disposal also. So. Yeah,
and Edgar typically has been a big team too. So
yes, they have.
Could be a battle of two big teams going on.
And Edgar's going to be hungry. They lost that game last week 9-8 to Stratford on a late field goal, and that really had to stick to their craw a little bit. That even though they're not in the same conference anymore, that's their big rival is the Stratford Tigers. So.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups as they are being announced here at D.E. Peters Athletic Field. Our starting lineups for Tractor Central, Wisconsin's premier John Deere dealer with 10 locations, serving 27 counties for sales, parts, and service. For the Elk Mound Mounders, they will receive the kickoff, so let's take a look at their offense. We talked about him, the sophomore quarterback, Caden Russo. He'll have Ethan Johnson as an end and Ryan Bartig as an end. Avery Conta, the running back, he's a senior. Then you have Todd Brex on the offensive line. Isaac Hay. Samuel Wenzel. Also Jeremy Delikowski. Tate Anderson. And Grayson Banaszak.
Yeah.
Also an end, Carson Steinhorst. Another senior for Coach David Liu and the Elk Mound Mounders. For the Neillsville Granton Warriors, they will have their defense announced. Ashton Schultz, a defensive back. Mason Kretlow is a linebacker. Ian Zoschke, a defensive back. Carter Schengarth is on the defensive line. Andrew Brown is a defensive back. Micah Zoschke, a defensive back. Dante Erickson is on the defensive line. Garrett Learman, a linebacker. Jace Peckel, a linebacker. Logan Erickson on the line, along with Reese McDonald. And you look down this lineup for Neillsville Granton and how many sophomores they have contributing to this
juniors,
team.
Yeah. A lot of sophomores, lots of juniors. Mason Kretlow is a senior, and nobody else really on the defense is a senior. Oh, Ian Zoschke, excuse me. But, yeah, 2 seniors on their starting defense. So very young, but very, very, very athletic bunch. All
right, that's your starting lineups for Tractor Central. And that's your Gross Auto pregame report. We'll be back with the start of tonight's Clorbell Conference matchup, Elk Mound and Neillsville Granton, after this.
I'm not getting you in the...
Gross Motors of Neillsville is your Chevy, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Gross Motors of Neillsville are proud sponsors of area youth athletics and local community events. See over 700 vehicles online at grossauto.com. Pick your favorite, then give Gross Motors of Neillsville the chance to earn your business today. Gross Motors of Neillsville is your Chevy, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, American Legion out there with the colors today before our game between Elk Mound and Neillsville Granton. Osseo Fairchild is hosting Regis. That's the only other game in the conference tonight.
Yep.
We'll get some updates on that one throughout the night.
Yeah, big one tomorrow night up at Stanley Boyd. Durand at Stanley Boyd tomorrow night. So
Fall Creek is at Mondovi as well tomorrow night. But we have Elk Mound and Neillsville Granton here tonight on, boy, look at that field out there.
Just beautiful, isn't it?
Doesn't that look nice?
Yeah, I think if there's one good thing you can say about all the rain we've had, Larry, I think it's kept the field in great condition. And, of course, it was a field that didn't get played on last week either. Right. So, that helps a lot, too. So.
Yeah, I think if you've seen the fields that were played on last week, you say a little different thing about what it looks like.
You bet.
All right, so Elk Mound will get the ball first. They'll come out with their white tops, black pants, and orange lettering. They look similar to Osseo Fairchild.
Yes, very much so.
I wonder what they do when those two teams play each other.
I don't know.
They got to have a different scheme of color with their uniforms. Yeah. Neillsville Granton will be with the dark gray pants, the red tops, and the white lettering. So they will go defensively first, and they have played pretty good defense.
Pretty good defense. Even against Colby, their tackling, it seemed like to me, Larry, was much more crisper than it was a year ago. Of course, remember we talked to Coach Lehman last year, and during last year with the COVID and everything, they couldn't have tackling drills. And this year, I think that's helped considerably. So
Avery Conta will be one of the deep backs. He is the deep back. He's got two guys flanking him about 7 yards ahead of him on either side. As Drew Brown gets set to kick it off. We are just about set to go here tonight on 92.7 WPKG. Streaming at 92.7 WPKG.com. We're also on the school cable channel and Zaleski Sports.
We're all over the board tonight.
.com. Yep. All right, Contra will take it at his own 15. He's at the 20, 25, coming right side. Gets across the 30, 35, and then across the 40 out near the 41.
I didn't see who it was, but he broke his tackle between the 30 and 35 and got forward for about 10 more yards. He is small and very elusive.
They'll mark it at the 42, first down and 10 for the Mounders, and I found out what a Mounder is. It's an elk.
Okay.
That's what they have on their side of their helmet.
Okay. Pretty good discussion up here. We found out what an ore docker was.
We got it all going on here.
Yeah, big night tonight. So.
All right, so Caden Russo will come up to the line of scrimmage. Check that. He will not. He'll work out of the shotgun.
Kind of works out of more of a pistol, Larry, and the running back is directly behind him. So.
And we're going to get motion on the defense.
That could have went either way. The guard jumped also, so they called it on defense.
So Neillsville Granton gets caught jumping as a man went in motion.
Yeah,
for
left side over there, both Reese McDonald and Logan Erickson moved into the neutral zone. I don't know who will get the guilty penalty, but they were both in there. But that also brought the guard up from and, of course, the penalties on Neillsville zone. And they've got the referee wired here
the
tonight.
The head referee is mic'd up, so we will know what the penalties are here tonight.
We're really getting into the big time.
Out to the 46, almost the 47. First down and 5 for Elk Mound. They'll give it to Conte. He goes off left side and gets into Neillsville Granton territory to about the 49.
Nice tackle by Mason Crutlow from his inside linebacker position. So Mason switched numbers on us tonight. He's wearing 54. Actually, in the introductions, he was wearing 14, but they switched to 54.
He took that jersey off.
Yeah, he was shirtless for the national anthem.
Second down and 1 from the Neillsville Granton 49 for the Mounders as they go from right to left as we look down on the field. Man comes in motion. That's Bartik. They give it on the handoff to Conta. Conta up the middle. Conta is going to get down inside the 30-yard line of Neillsville Granton.
Warriors blitzed a couple of people from the side, and that opened the middle up wide open for Conta, and he weaved his way all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Picks up 22.
Andrew Brown finally caught up to him and made the tackle.
Ball at the Neillsville Granton 27-yard line. First down and 10. 10:58 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Elk Mound taking the opening kickoff. Marching down the field. First down and 10 at the Neillsville Granton 27. Russo waits for the snap from center. Long count. Gives it on the handoff to Conta. This time a little more bottled up in the middle. He picks up about 3.
Reese McDonald, Dante Erickson both there, and Carter Shanegarth helped finish him off, but still got about a little over 3 yards there.
So it'll be second down and 7 from the Neillsville Granton 24. Both these teams come in with a record of 1-1. They break the huddle with a receiver wide to the left. Looks like Conta's in a
that's Johnson.
slot.
He was their big receiver last week, and he's out here single coverage.
Russo waits for the snap. Conta comes in motion. Ball loose, and it looks like the quarterback may have gotten on it.
Reese McDonald made a valiant effort to get it, but I think Russo got back on top of it, knocked him back to all the way back to the 29-yard line. Now you're sitting in a 3rd and 12 situation.
So loss of 5, third down and 12, back near the 29 of Neillsville Granton. He just lost the handle on the snap.
Yeah, he did. It was a good snap, too. It hit him right in the hands, but
So 3rd and 12 at the Neillsville-Granton 29 now for the Mounders. They'll go with 2 receivers to the near side, a slot receiver on the left as well, and 1 receiver to the right. Shotgun for Russo. Waits for the snap. Long snap count. Low snap, but he's able to get it. Fires it on the near side. It's caught by his receiver over here. That's Johnson.
No, Bartig.
Check that, Bartig.
Yep, all the way down to the 20-yard line. Yep.
So he picks up 9, but it's going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, so they're going to have about a 4th and 3 here, Larry. Andrew Brown on that tackle. Bartig is that's coming into the game, 6 catches, 47 yards. So he's been a frequent target of Russo's. So big play here for the Warriors. 4th and 3, stop them and get the ball back and see what you can do on offense.
4th down and 3, the ball at the Neillsville-Granton 20. 2 receivers to this short side of the field. They're on the left hash mark. Again, Russo works out of the shotgun.
Like they're blitzing.
Kanta's behind him. Bartik goes in motion. Give it on the handoff. Kanta, he's going to be stacked up in the backfield.
Yeah, Reese McDonald, first one in there. And they really had, I was surprised at the play they had called. They went right into the teeth of the Warrior defense there.
He lost 3 yards on that play. So Neillsville-Granton holds on defense and will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line, almost the 24 with 8:18 left to go in this first quarter of play. We'll see Bryce Erickson as the quarterback. He'll have a couple of receivers split out, Schultz and also Zoschke to this near side. Learman standing next to Erickson in the backfield as he works out of the shotgun. Give it on the handoff, Learman. Learman had a little bit of a hole, and he's able to sneak across the 25.
Closed up pretty good there. 61, Jerome Delikowski closed that up. Garrett got about 3.
Picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and a long 7. Ball at the 26 of the Warriors. Just under 8 minutes to go. First quarter, no score.
Logan Erickson, the center, snapping to his brother Bryce.
Probably done that a million times in the backyard. Now 2 guys line up on the left side from the right side. Give it on the handoff again. Learman sneaks through up near the 30. He ducked under a would-be tackler.
Nice opening there between center and guard. Looks to be McDonald the guard, Erickson the center. And Learman shot through for about another 4 yards. So
it'll be 3rd and 3 just outside the Neillsville-Granton 30. 7:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Schultz and Zoschke go wide left. 2 guys in motion to this near side. They line up in the line of scrimmage. Erickson again gives it on the handoff. And again, it's Learman, but he might be short. Let's see where they mark him.
He's got it. The linesman came in.
And they're going to say 1st down, Warriors. So Garrett Learman, 3 carries, 10 yards. Ball at the Neillsville-Granton 34-yard line. 7 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Scoreless, Elk Mound was stopped on 4th down. So Neillsville-Granton now on the move. Fake the inside handoff. Erickson rolling to the left. He looked like he wanted to throw, but there was nothing there. He picks up a yard.
He was looking for Zoschke out in the flat, and Zoschke was covered, and Bryce did the best thing possible, just put a ball down and got ahead for a yard.
So a yard on the carry, 2nd down and 1 from the 35. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter.
I think Bryce learned a lot after that first game against Colby. If your first receiver isn't open, put that ball down and get whatever you can, or else you're going to be a sitting duck in that pocket.
2nd down and 9 for the Warriors, just outside their own 35. Erickson waits for the snap, takes it, gives it on the handoff. It's loose, and it looks like Elk Mound may have gotten on it. Learman never had it coming away.
Very bad exchange. The snap to Bryce was high, and then he and Learman just never could get together.
So the first turnover comes with 6:01 to go here in the first quarter. Elk Mound will take over with good field position at the Neillsville-Granton 34. That's what will plague you as a team.
Last year, Larry, they shot themselves in the foot by turnovers and penalties, and a lot of times it was in the first quarter. And to beat teams in conference, you got to play clean first quarters.
Russo takes the handoff, and he is Hit high and hit low
Yeah,
by the defense for Neillsville Granton.
Looks like
There's a bunch of guys in there.
Logan Erickson was in there. I think Brown came in from behind, and I don't. Boy, they actually lost a half a yard on the play.
Thought I seen 33 in there too.
Yeah.
That'd be Jace Peckel.
Yep. Yeah, Jason Learman, Jace Peckel, and Garrett Learman are doing a lot of blitzing. It looks like from the inside of the linebackers and trying to get the jump on that running game.
Second down, and we'll call it 11 back near the 35 of Neillsville Granton for the Mounders. Give it on the inside handoff. This time it's to a big back who's trying to roll his way to the outside, but Neillsville Granton is there. Look like number 54. That's Kretlow over there to make that stop. Pickup of 2. Who was that ran that ball?
Carson Steinhurst. Yeah, number 85.
Sometimes it may be a little hard to read the numbers.
Yeah.
The orange on the white.
Another big third down play. We'll see if the Warriors can get this to a fourth down.
Third down and 8 for the Mounders from the Neillsville Granton 33. 4:36 to go, opening quarter, no score. Russo out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, wants to throw, being pressured, lets it fly, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
Jace Peckel was right there to put him down after he threw the ball.
Yeah, he blitzed, and Reese McDonald beat his man off the line. And Russo had to throw off his back foot.
So fourth down and 8 from the Neillsville Granton 33.
Be interesting to see what the Mounders do here.
They are going to punt it.
Yeah. Going to play the field position game.
Back to receive is Brown and Zoschke, and now Brown is coming up.
Yeah.
Or
well, Russo is the punter, it looks like to me, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yep. So
he's angling toward the far side.
Wow,
but it's actually going to go out of bounds. Well, let's see where they mark this.
I think that's about the 15-yard line. 17-yard line.
Well, he's still going.
Oh,
and now they're going to say
right
the
at
15.
The 15.
So Neillsville Granton will take over at their own 15, but a couple of nice defensive stops here for Neillsville Granton in this first quarter. 4:12 to go in the opening quarter. No score. Everything's been played so far on this pretty much
down
on
here
this
in front of
left
us.
side of the field. The east side of the field. Warriors break the huddle. They'll go with Erickson in the shotgun. Learman next to him.
Double wide here with Zoschke and Ashton Schultz. Ian Zoschke.
Handoff goes to Learman. No, they're going to get. Erickson wants to throw. He's being pressured,
trouble there.
and he is going to go down back inside the 5-yard line.
He was trying to get. They were running kind of a scheme there with Zoschke and Schultz, and Zoschke was running an up and out, and it was covered beautifully by the defensive backs of the Elk Mound, and Bryce had no time, and both Schultz and Zoschke were covered, and actually Bryce had nothing to do but eat the ball.
So a loss of 9 on the sack, back to the 6. 3:36 to go, first quarter. Long way to go now for Neillsville Granton. Second and 19. First down markers at the 25. Give it on the handoff, Learman. Learman wants to go left, gets to the 10.
That's the way to do it, though. It looks like there is some room to run there in the middle of the line, Larry. Every time Learman has touched the ball, it looks like there's a little bit of holes to gain 3, 4, maybe 5 yards. And
they'll give him the 11.
Yep, so that's 6 yards.
So it brings up a third down and about 14.
Careful here, though. You do not want to make a silly mistake here inside your own 20-yard line.
Up over center now is Erickson.
Yeah, they're very tight for formation here. So
give it on the handoff. Learman, and he is hit immediately in the backfield. That looked like it may have been contact. No?
Yeah, 20-something.
It's not turning. 28.
28. Jay Meyer.
So a loss of a yard.
Yeah.
Makes it a fourth down and almost 15. 2:27 to go here in this first quarter. Still scoreless, but it looks like Elk Mound's going to get pretty good field position again.
Yeah. Andrew Brown back punting. Drew has been averaging 37 yards a kick so far this season, and his hang time has been excellent also.
All right, let's see what he gets off here. Pretty good snap from center. But we have a flag, and it's going to stop play here.
Beautiful kick, though.
High kick that was.
That's 5 on the Warriors.
False start against Neillsville Granton. Their second penalty in the game.
Yep. Yeah, this is going to take them back to the 10 where Drew's going to be putting out of the end zone now.
So we'll remain 4th down, but as Dick said, it's going to be back near the 5.
Yeah.
And Brown will be kicking out of his own end zone.
Yep.
Next week, we're on the road to Durand.
Yeah. Bauer Built Stadium, I believe it's called down there. Turf field for the Durand Panthers. Get a look at Simon Bauer.
We'll get a lot of look at Simon Bauer, I think. Brown gets off another high kick. Floats down to Conta, drops it at about the 45, breaks away from a would-be tackler and gets to about the 40 before he's brought down by a whole host of red jerseys.
Zoski was down there and he hit him first, and Conta kept going, but Zoski stayed with it and finally made the tackle at the 40-yard line.
Not big, as we said earlier, Conta, but he is strong.
Yeah, he's about 5'7".
So Elk Mound will have it at the Neillsville Granton 40. With 1:42 left to go in this first quarter. Still scoreless.
Yeah.
Shotgun for the quarterback, Russo. Bartig comes in motion. He takes the handoff coming around the right side. Bartig following his blockers, still on his feet, and gets about 7 yards down near the 32.
Yeah, nice.
That's almost 8 yards.
Yeah, nice tough run. You know, he came from the outside on an inside reverse and just kind of was patient and set up his blocking and didn't look like he was going to get much. And then you look up and he's down to the 32-yard line.
So 2nd down and 2 for the Mounders with 1:13 and counting left to go first quarter. Ethan Johnson, the wide receiver. Bartig in the slot to this near side on the left. Shotgun again for Russo on 2nd down and 2. Turns, gives it on the handoff to Conta, and he will get inside the 30, down near the 27.
Nice low tackle by Carter Shagarth. But first down for the Mounders.
Pickup of 5 on that play.
Warriors shuttling some people in. Austin Gross was in an inside linebacker, giving Jace Peck a little bit of a break. Charlie Schoen inside in the defensive line right now, giving Carter Shingarth a little bit of a break too. A lot of these kids going both ways, Larry.
30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Even though it's a nice night for football, but
yeah,
it's not heat, but it's still hard to going at it both ways.
Bartig in motion, fake a couple of handoffs. He wants to throw it, and Russo's pass is wide of his receiver.
Yeah, 41. I don't have 41 on my
Samuel Wenzel.
Okay, Samuel. He was wide open down there in the flat, and Russo just kind of threw it way too low. He had plenty of time. He didn't have anybody near him, but threw the ball right into the grass.
So clock stops with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Russo goes over near the sideline to get the play and now comes back. Russo looks like he's, about 6 foot maybe?
Yeah, he's tall. Yeah.
Maybe a little over 6 foot?
Maybe 6'1", 6'2". It's hard to judge him. He stands next to Conta, who's 5'7". So, I think 6'1" probably.
2nd down and 10 for the Mounders. From the Neillsville Granton 27. Bartig in motion. Give it on the handoff, Conta. Conta straight up the middle and gets to about the 25. I see Schoen is one of the guys.
That should be the end of the quarter.
Like McDonald was there. Pickup of 2. 2nd down. Check that. 3rd down and 8 coming up when we come back to D.E. Peters Athletic Field in Neillsville. A quick first quarter. No score. Neillsville, Granton, and Elk Mound. Chlorbell Conference football. Back after this.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Guyer's back here. He'll help us. So he hasn't got nothing else to do. So
Yeah, right.
yeah.
We start the second quarter scoreless here in Neillsville, Elk Mound and Neillsville Granton, as they will finally get action down on the west side of the field here.
Excellent first quarter for the Warriors defensively, though, Larry. Last year when they played up at Elk Mound, I think it was 28-0 after the first quarter. Here we're in a 0-0 tie, and they're holding their own on the defensive side of the ball.
All right, we got 2 receivers to either side now in this offensive set. Russo working out of the shotgun. Man comes in motion from left to right. He takes the handoff. That's Conta. And he is going to be brought down.
He's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. He had a nice convoy going around the corner. I thought he was going to get the first down easily, but the Warriors really pursued it nicely. Mason Kretlow and Mike Kozowski and Learman and Peckel all over there to stop him. So now you got a fourth and almost 4 yards to go. So
4th and a long 3, short 4 coming up here. Just outside the 20, almost near the 21 of Neillsville Granton for the Mounders. Just underway, second quarter, no score. And they will go for it on 4th down. 2 receivers to this near side, which is the short side of the field. Conta in the backfield. Russo works out of the shotgun. Gives it on the handoff. Conta, he goes off right tackle, and he is going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah. Originally, when he hit the line of scrimmage, Larry, I didn't think he was going to make it, but he just kept his feet churning. And
well, they gave him the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
So he had more than enough.
Yeah.
Because he got pushed back a couple of yards, but they gave him that forward progress. So at the 15, Elk Mound will have it first down and 10. Receiver, that is Ethan Johnson, goes wide to the left. Conta's in a slot.
Yep.
Look for him to possibly come in motion.
Yeah, Steinhorst or Starnhorst. Steinhorst is the running back behind Russo. Oh, kind of a misdirection.
I don't know what happened there, but it didn't work.
Play, but
Neillsville Granton was there.
Dante Erickson was right there to meet him and met him in the hole and put him down right there.
So a loss on the play of about 4. And it brings up a second down and 14 back at the 19-yard line. 10-10 to go here in the first half.
Dante is so quick, and he's not real tall, and so he just makes an excellent defensive lineman. He's so quick getting off the ball and hard to block and strong, very much strong.
2 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Russo wants to throw. Lets it fly into the end zone, and it's overshot. He had a receiver. Looks like Conta
had a step on Drew Brown, but just overlet him.
So it brings up
that's
third
a tough
down.
Throw to drop in there on this part of the field, Larry. There just isn't a lot of field to work with, and
unless you're Aaron Rodgers or
Patrick
Mahomes.
They get paid a little more to do it too. So, but
right,
But look for that play to come back because Conta was open. So,
all right, so third down and 14 back at the 19 of Neillsville Granton for Elk Mound. Again, they go with 2 receivers to either side. Russo out of the shotgun. Steinhorst standing next to him in the backfield. Back to pass. Has time. Has a lot of time. He's going to let it float up into the air, and that was again out of the end zone.
He just threw that away because Conta was double covered down there by Mike Kozowski and Brown, and nobody else was open short either. So I think he just threw that away.
You got to wonder if Conta wasn't the guy, and if he isn't open.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got what's number 2 Johnson has been their big receiver, but so far we haven't seen hardly anything of him on the receiving end. So
4th down at 14, and it looks like they are going to go for it.
Yeah, the Warriors, make sure you can give something up, but make sure it's within 15 yards. Don't let anybody get behind you.
All right, Russo will work out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. Steinhorst next to him in the backfield. Russo back to pass. Lets it fly down the other side, and it's overshot. Again, he went to Conta.
And Brown had him blanketed. Just there was nothing there,
So he went to Conta 3 straight times on that drive, and all were incomplete.
Yeah.
So Neillsville Granton takes over for the second time on downs. And defensively, they have played really well here in this first half.
Yeah, there's no receivers getting. They've kept the running game. Yes, Elk Mound has moved the ball some, but they have not broken the big runs. So
bend but don't break.
Yes.
First down and 10 for Neillsville Granton at their own 19. Give it on the handoff. Nope. Erickson's going to hit his receiver out in the flat. That's Jace Peckel. Peckel, 30, out to the 35-yard line.
Nice.
Peckel a little slow in getting up.
Yeah.
16 yards on the pass play.
No, he's up. So, but nice throw by Bryce, and Jace moving a little gingerly, but
well, he had a problem in that first game against Colby.
He really got bad. He was coming on and off the field a lot that game, Larry.
Yeah. He looked all right against Loyal.
Yeah.
It looked like it made just a cramp.
Yeah.
He was kind of pulling on his foot.
He is a very, very tough kid. There's
so
no other way
down.
to put it.
Warriors have it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah.
Erickson, I'm not sure. There might have been a busted play there.
Yeah. First of all, the snap was high, and I don't know if that threw the timing off, if it was going to be a fake to Brown or a handoff to Brown, but they just about collided, and Bryce did about the best thing he could do was pull it in and just keep the ball safe.
So a loss of 2 on the play, back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, the high snap really threw the whole play off right away.
Second down and 12. 8:37 and counting left to go first half. And coming up at halftime, our conversation with Tucker Johnson of Neillsville. Also our Titletown report with Bill Scott coming up. Here's the handoff, and it goes to Brown. He takes it back to the original line of scrimmage. May have got an extra yard.
Looks like Steinhorst made the tackle.
So a pickup of 3 there. It'll be third down and about 9. 8:06 to go and counting here in the half. Out of the shotgun goes Erickson. Brown next to him. 2 receivers to this near side. Erickson takes the snap. Fakes the inside handoff. Lets it fly. He had a guy. He had Schultz cutting across the middle, but he didn't have time.
He was so wide open, and that snap was high again, and Bryce had to go up and through the timing, and Ashton Schultz had 5 yards on his defender, and if he'd have hit him, he went to the house.
That was there.
Yep.
So fourth down, Neillsville Granton forced to punt. That's what giving your quarterback time to throw means. So Brown will,
if nothing else, Larry, they flipped the field position a little bit on this drive with that first down.
Brown's kick is a end-over-end kick that will hit at about the 36 and down there by Ian Zoschke. So first down at their own 36. 7:40 to go here in the half. Scoreless still in Neillsville.
Yep, very good defensive game.
As we said, Elk Mound moving the ball, but Neillsville Granton able to make the stops when they need them.
Yep, that last drive, once they've gotten inside the 30, the Warriors have really toughened up. So
first down for Elk Mound, just outside their own 35.
Their defensive line, primarily Reese McDonald and Dante Erickson are really playing well. And then your inside linebackers, Peckel and Learman also.
Give it on the handoff. Conta coming in motion. Breaks one tackle, cuts back to the inside. and gets across the 40 to about the 41 or 2.
Nice tackle by Ashton Schultz. Kretlow had a chance, but he was getting blocked, but he kind of slowed the play down, and Schultz made a nice tackle after about a 6-yard gain.
Well, now they moved it back about 5 yards.
Yeah.
So a 5-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 5, just outside their own 40. 7:12 to go in the half, scoreless here in Neillsville. The opener of the Cloverbell Conference season.
Yep.
Next week in Durand against the Panthers for Neillsville Granted. 2nd down and 5 for the Mounders. Shotgun for Russo. Man comes in motion. That's Bartik. Fake the handoff to Kanta. He wants to throw it upfield. He's got his receiver up there.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Sam Wenzel down inside the 40-yard line of Neillsville Granted.
Yeah, that was that same play that he had thrown it into the grass before, Larry, and Wenzel was open. This time he hit him right on the numbers and stride, and Wenzel took her down inside the 40-yard line.
28-yard gain for the Elkbound Mounders. 1st down and 10 at the Neillsville Granton 36. 6:24 and counting, first half. Kanta goes in motion to the right. He takes the pitch. Neillsville Granton trying to string it out, but Kanta able to get around the corner.
They strung it out quite well. Ashton Schultz came up from the cornerback, and Mike Ozoski was over there at Logan Erickson, but he is so quick that he still got around the corner and got down inside the 30-yard line.
Picks up about 8 on that play. Makes it a 2nd down and 2. Almost 3 yards.
Yep.
Clock stopped. He must have went out of bounds over here. Ball at the Neillsville Granton 29. 2nd down and a long 2. Kanta stands behind Russo, who's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, and now flags.
That'll be on the Mounders.
First penalty.
No. He's pointing. He pointed at Neillsville first, and now he's going back and pointing the other way.
So the 5-yard penalty on Elk Mound.
Yeah. Takes you back to almost a 3rd and 8. 2nd and 8, excuse me.
Back to the 34-yard line. One of these times I'm going to have to remember that he's mic'd up and
yeah.
get him on the air here. 2nd down and 8 now. Back at the 34 for the Mounders. The Neillsville Granton 34. Under 6 minutes to go in the half in a scoreless game. In motion comes Bartik. Give it on the handoff. Kanta straight up the middle, and he gets down to about the 31.
Yeah, Reese McDonald had him by the legs. Slowed him down just enough. So now we're sitting at about 3rd and 5.
3rd down for the Mounders, almost 5 yards. Ball just outside the 30. Johnson goes in motion, or goes to a receiver to the left. I don't think they've even thrown in his direction.
His way at all.
2 receivers to either side in this set.
Zoski's right up there playing press coverage on him, too. So.
Russo wants to throw. He's going to let it fly downfield. He's got a receiver down there, and he's going to make the catch. The guy we just talked about.
He ran a down and out up, Larry, and that was Russo's best throw of the night. He hit him right on the numbers behind Zoski for a touchdown.
So Elk Mound gets on the board first here with 4:58 to go in this 2nd quarter on the 31-yard pass play from Russo to Johnson. Extra point coming up here. And they will go for the 2-point conversion. 2 receivers to the right. Russo stays in the shotgun. Rolls to the right, throws it, and it's complete.
Yeah, that was
to Bartik.
Yep.
For the 2-point conversion. 4:58 to go in the First half, it's now Elk Mound 8, Neillsville Granton nothing. Back after this.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Russo to kick it off. Brown, the deep back. And it's going to be kicked towards Zoschke. He's going to take it at his own 1.
Here comes that reverse.
Here comes Brown, near side, trying to get around one tackler. Does get around him, but he's going to have help from other guys, and he's going to be tackled inside the 15.
Yeah, Elk Mound covered that a little better than Loyal did last week. Very close to the sideline, awful close to the sideline when you do that reverse, Larry. You need to be probably closer to the middle of the field to have your blockers be able to set up. And you got an Elk Mound boy down in the middle of the field here.
Which they were against Loyal because they went from the left to the right. They had more field to work with.
Yeah, Zoschke caught that ball within a third of the sideline here, and he got over to Brown, and they really didn't have much field to work with, and there was nothing Drew could do but go straight up.
So the player down for Elk Mound at the 39-yard line.
Yeah.
They're looking at
his ankle. It looks
possibly a knee.
Yeah, trainer Mike.
We're looking at it right now is left knee.
Looks like a little more than a cramp, maybe.
Yep. So as they look at him, we'll tell you about this drive by Elk Mound. We're talking about not seeing the pass much and not going to Johnson. And then
and actually,
what do we see?
Russo hasn't been all that accurate tonight. And
until that
drive.
2 plays.
Yep, he hit Wenzel for the nice pass out in the flat, and then beautiful throw to Johnson for the touchdown.
And then we had the play before that for Neillsville Granton when pressure was on Erickson, and he had Ashton Schultz across the middle.
Wide open. Yeah,
probably would have been a touchdown.
Middle of the field with Ashton's speed. That's number 28, Larry.
Jay Meyer. One of their running backs. Defenders.
Yep. But looks like he's walking okay. Favoring the knee just a little bit. So.
4:50 left to go here in the half. 8-0. Elk Mound. Neillsville Granton will have it first down at their own 14.
See if the Warriors can have an answer here now. They've had some open receivers, and they've had some holes at the line of scrimmage. Now let's see if they can put a drive together.
All right, first down and 10. Erickson out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to this near side. Fakes the inside handoff. Wants to throw. Lets it fly. He's got a receiver down there.
Michael Byrne
still on his feet all the way inside the 45-yard line. That time, Erickson had time to throw the ball.
And Byrne, who lined up at tight end, was wide open down the middle.
43 yards on the pass play. That fired Michael up.
Yeah, you betcha.
So Byrne last week, it was Eric Molson last week with that catch, and now Byrne, the other senior.
Wide open. Beautiful throw by Bryce, too.
Ball near the 42-yard line of Elk Mound. Erickson gives it on the handoff. This is Micah Zoschke. Zoschke's in the open. He's going to be tough to catch, but it looks like Kanta will catch him.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Micah Zoschke.
Looks like about the 6.
So a gain of 37.
Yep.
We'll call it 36. It looks like they're going to mark it at the 6.
So in 2 plays, the Warriors went from their own 15 down to the 6-yard line.
They'll mark it at the 7, I should say. close to the 6-yard line. First down and goal for Neillsville Granton. 4:05 left to go here in this first half. 8-0 Elk Mound. But Neillsville Granton knocking on the door. Erickson gives it on the handoff. Zoschke straight up the middle.
He's in.
Dives.
He's in.
Is he in? Nothing from the officials.
Yes.
Touchdown, Neillsville Granton. Took him a little while, but they figured it out. He got in. 7 yards for Zoschke. And the Warriors on the board just like that.
Yeah.
That's an easy
drive
to figure out.
Yeah, you bet. Three plays, 85 yards, 1 minute, right on 1 minute and 1 second, Larry.
So Neillsville Granton answers the touchdown. And they will line up for the 2-point conversion. Erickson will come out of the shotgun. Zoschke will stay in the backfield next to him. They'll fake to him. Erickson's going to try and keep it himself, and he's not going to get anywhere.
Bryce just isn't quite strong enough to buck the middle like that, and they thought maybe the fake to Micah. But, Micah, it really adds a lot. His quickness really adds a lot in the backfield, and,
So Zoschke gets the touchdown, the extra point no good. Elk Mound maintains a 2-point lead. 8-6 Elk Mound. 3:51 to go first half. Back after this.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? Do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
.351 left to go here in the first half. It's now 8-6 Elk Mound with the lead over Neillsville Granton. Brown getting set to kick it off. Line drive kick. Taken at about the 21-yard line by Johnson. Ethan Johnson comes near side, puts his head down, bowling his way up the field. And he gets inside Neillsville Granton territory.
I think he put his head down about the 40-yard line and was expecting to run into somebody, and nobody did. He got about an extra, almost close to 15 yards after that.
They'll mark him about the 47-yard line of Neillsville Granton. So a good return for Ethan Johnson. Well, after a scoreless quarter and almost quarter and a half.
Pretty exciting second quarter.
Things have picked up. Russo now out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Long count by Russo. Pitches it near side. Kanta.
A lot of room out there.
Kanta gets inside the 40, it looks like, or near the 40. They're going to mark him at the 40.
Neillsville needs somebody to come up and force that run a little faster. Kanta was across the line of scrimmage, and nobody close to him until he almost got down on the 40-yard line.
Pickup of, they give him 6 on that play. I got Kanta, 14 carries, 60 yards.
Yeah. And he came in averaging about 5 yards a carry, Larry, so he's right on his average.
Second down and 4 at the Neillsville Granton 40. Get a long snap count.
Yeah.
Fake a couple of handoffs. Wants to throw it up over the middle and incomplete to Wenzel.
That's that same play again, Larry. It's been wide open 3 times. This time it was Wenzel's fault. That ball hit him right in the hands, and he ran before he caught it, and he dropped it. And that was going to be take him down inside the 30-yard line.
So with 3:33 to go in the half, clock stops. Third down and 4 coming here for the Mounders.
Yeah, the Warriors got to be a little more alert for that play in their zone because that's been open 3 times now, Wenzel in the flat like that.
All right, third down. Another big defensive play here for the Warrior defense. Another long snap count. Russo takes it, wants to throw, lets it fly out in the flat. He's got a receiver over there wide open. It's Bartig, brought down by Johnson, but not before he gets down to about the 29-yard line. Pickup of 11. And a first down for the Mounders at the 29 of Neillsville Granton. Clock stops as they move the chains. And now it will start. 3:18 to go. Two receivers to the left. Russo works out of the shotgun. Waits for the snap. Picks it off the ground and hands it off to Bartig. Bartig has some room up the middle, dancing his way down near the 21-yard line.
Wide open in the middle, and finally Mason Kretlow and Mike Kozowski came up, made the stop, not till almost 9-yard gain.
Give him 8. Be second down and a short 2.
A few more holds in the Warrior running defense right now than there has been earlier in the game. And I think Russo's passing has kind of opened that up a little bit for him.
I think you're right. Second down and a short 2. Ball near the 21 of Neillsville Granton. Bartig comes in motion. Give it on the handoff, Conta. He goes straight up the middle and breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets to the outside and then brought down near the 17.
Jace Peckel had him stopped at the line of scrimmage by the ankle, and Conta broke that tackle and got ahead for the first down.
Down near the 17. First down and 10, counting down to 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 8-6 Elk Mound. Johnson and Bartig go to the left. Russo out of the shotgun. And we get a flag as the snap goes.
On the Mounders.
Motion against Elk Mound. They're second in this game. Minute 39 to go. In the half, 8-6 Elk Mound. Scoring all coming with
within about a minute. Very quick window there.
Elk Mound scored.
The offended team in the last 2 minutes has the option to start the clock on the whistle or the snap. They want it on the whistle. You start the clock on their whistle.
All right, clock starts. A minute 35 to go in the half. First down and 15 for Elk Mound. Russo has time to throw. Lets it fly in the corner. He's going to overshoot Conta.
Yeah.
Nope, that was Bartig.
Bartig, but again, he had a step, but Russo was way off on that throw.
So second down and 15. Clock stops with a minute 26 to go in the half. Elk Mound leads 8-6. They scored on a 31-yard pass play. Neillsville Granton came right back down the field on 3 plays. From, what was that, 85 yards?
85-yard drive.
Just 3 plays and got in the end zone.
1 minute and 1 second.
Missed the 2-point conversion, so we're at 8-6. Russo out of the shotgun on second down and 15. Ball near the Neillsville Granton 22. Give it on the handoff to Bartig in motion.
Oh, McDonald.
Almost tripped up by McDonald, then helped out by Jace Peckel.
But
in the backfield.
Reese did a really nice job of slowing him down, and Jace came up and finished him off very nicely. So
looks like they're getting
another loss of 2.
Loss of a yard, I think. Second down and about 16. Timeout on the field. Called by Elk Mound. A minute 18 to go, first half. Elk Mound 8.
Mid-State Technical College. Career skills first. Learn online or with small in-person class sizes and collaborative learning environments. Develop hands-on skills for your degree or the workforce. Earn a guaranteed transfer to over 20 four-year colleges and universities. Or get in, get out, and get working. And save money while you reach your goal. Make career skills your first choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Larry Hazer, Dick Olson back here at D.E. Peters Athletic Field.
Big play for the Warriors here.
Yep.
3rd and 16 for Elk Mound. Stop them. Maybe you got a chance to drive, but if nothing else, go in at halftime down 8-6 would be, and having the ball coming out in the second half.
3rd down and 16. Russo out of the shotgun. Wants to throw. Looking. Now he's going to take off up the middle of the field and brought down a one-arm
play by Reese
tackle.
McDonald again.
Almost stripped that ball out of his hand.
Very nice job by Reese. Yeah, and equally good job by Russo just to hang on to that ball.
Picks up 3. It'll be 4th and 13. Right at the 20-yard line of Neillsville Granton. Another timeout called with 56 seconds to go. We'll keep it here.
Yep.
Neillsville Granton will take a timeout. Yeah, the Warrior defense is really playing well.
Really
they gave up that one drive there.
Right, but very nice. We talked earlier, Larry, their tackling is so much better this year. And then, of course, last year Coach Lehman couldn't have tackling practice because of COVID, and I think they worked an awful lot of that this year, and it's showing. So
8-6 here with 56 seconds to go in this first half.
And then you move somebody like Jace Peckel to linebacker, where he's really free to use his speed and stuff, and he's just dynamite at that inside linebacker position.
Again, next week we'll be off to Durand, Neillsville Granton at Durand for Cloverbell Conference football. Halftime coming up. We'll talk with Tucker Johnson again. We'll get that interview we had with him on our Two Guys on Sports program today. Titletown Report with Bill Scott. Coming up at halftime as well.
Yep.
All right, 56 seconds left. 4th down and 13 from the 20 for the Mounders. That's the Neillsville Granton 20.
Don't let anybody behind you here.
Russo takes a low snap.
Yeah.
Wants to throw it up into the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete.
Nice effort by
Johnson trying to make a one-handed catch.
Yeah. Warriors had some D-backs back there. Micah Zosky and Brown, Ashton Schultz and Kretlow were all back there, but almost a circus catch by Johnson there.
So for the 3rd time in this first half, Neillsville Granton's defense has stopped Elk Mound on 4th down. So at the 20-yard line, Neillsville Granton will take over with 49 seconds to go,
3 minutes,
trailing
10
by
plays,
2.
but no scoring. So it's interesting to see what the Warriors do.
And
they're going to call a timeout first.
Neillsville Granton is going to call a timeout. No, Elk Mound called the timeout. 49 seconds to go, first half. 8-6. Elk Mound back after this.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
.49 seconds left to go here in the half.
Warriors got the Zosky boys wide to the right and Schultz wide to the left. So
we got a blitz coming from the outside. Erickson able to get away. Still looking upfield, and now he's just going to throw it away.
Nice job of throwing the ball away.
I don't think there was anybody over there.
No. But I don't know. I really don't know, Larry. Does the out of the pocket rule go in high school? I do not know. Nope. Thank you, Mr. Geyer. So, yep.
The official
rules
says no.
The rules and
the official in the white hat says no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and there was nobody there but Coach Lou from Elk Mound.
Let's see what the official says.
Yeah.
Intentional grounding, offense, 5-yard penalty, loss of down.
So it's a 5-yard penalty and loss of down. I turned up the wrong thing for the mic, so that's why you didn't get it. So it makes it a 2nd down. He say a 5-yard penalty?
Yes, he did.
Why are they marked back?
It's
at
from
the
the
10?
spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now another flag, and that'll be the Warriors in legal procedure.
Well, this is not what they wanted.
No. And they're getting to a point, Larry, where they might be better off just killing the clock out in the locker room.
Yeah, especially when you're only down by 2 here.
Yes, you're inside you're at the 10-yard line now. So
they're going to mark this back to the 5. So now you've got 2nd and Oak Street.
Yeah. You make a mistake here, it's going to be 6.
Erickson stays in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Now the 2 officials near the line of scrimmage talking. Well, what do we got? So 43 and a half seconds.
Well, they're going to throw it.
Snap to Erickson. He's going to let it fly downfield. And
nobody there either.
Nobody there. Schultz cut off the route.
Yeah, Schultz cut off about the
15 yards short.
Yeah. And
where that pass went.
And Bryce just let it go. And
so an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you're still talking, 37 seconds left here, Larry. I don't know what Elk Mound has left for timeouts, but, you're sitting here 3rd and 25. You don't get it here. Elk Mound's going to take a timeout and force you to punt. So a lot of things can happen in 30 seconds. Warriors still going with a very wide formation.
First down marker is at the 30.
Yeah.
And they'll give it on a handoff this time.
To
and
Brown,
it goes,
I believe. Yeah. Elk Mound called timeout immediately.
Brown takes it across the 10, so it picks up about 5. He got right to the 10.
Yeah.
So Elk Mound will take the timeout with 31 seconds left.
Yeah.
And Brown's going to be punting deep in his own end zone. Well, at least from his end zone.
Yeah, he'd be right about the line, and hopefully the snap is good, but you're talking about a guy probably 40, 45-yard line receiving it, and then if there's any return, and there's still going to be probably 20, 25 seconds left. That's time for 2 to 3 passes yet if they're downfield to the sideline.
8-6, Elk Mound leads. Neillsville Granton will be punting deep in their own territory, giving Elk Mound possibly some good field position with 31 seconds left. Both teams come back out on the field after the timeout.
Right.
Conta is one of the deep backs.
Yeah. Standing right at their 40-yard line. Whatever win there is, Larry, it would be in Brown's face, but I don't think it's enough to really affect anything.
Not quite a nor'easter.
Yeah, they really came after it.
Line drive kick that Conta will take at his own 45.
Yeah, he's got some room.
He's at the 35, breaks a tackle there, but can't break another tackle as he tried to get to the outside.
Nice tackle by Mike Kozowski. And actually, Schultz came up and slowed him down enough that Mike was able to make the tackle. But,
so at
you're
the 34.
Talking 30.
Well, 35, they're going to mark it. I thought he got to the 34 there. But they mark him down at the 35, first down and 10. That's the Neillsville Granton 35.
Yeah.
21 seconds to go in this first half. Elk Mound leads 8-6.
Probably time for a couple long pass plays. Once again, Warriors can't let anybody get behind them. And I think you got to beware of Wenzel coming across the middle in that flat pass too.
Russo.
Yeah.
There's a flat
to
the far side. Johnson breaks a tackle at the 10.
And he's going to go out of bounds.
Andrew Brown finally runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, they're down inside the 10-yard line.
Let's see where they mark him down here.
Looks like
about the 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2 yard line. The 1 yard line.
Yeah, now you got a lot of things you can do.
So another big pass play. This one out in the flat to their main receiver, Johnson.
Yeah, and he was wide open and really ran well after the catch, too.
First and goal from the 1 for, or excuse me, that's the 6. Trying to figure out the yard lines here.
Yeah.
There's a throw into the end zone in the corner, and it's incomplete.
He just threw that one away, I think.
Intended for Bartik.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now you try another pass, Larry, and then if you get down to the last 3 seconds, you got the option of running it or throwing it on the last play.
Or kicking.
Yeah,
if they have a kicker.
They didn't kick their extra point.
Yeah, they didn't kick the extra point.
Though on the kick, I thought Russo kicked off very well from the tee, but that's a whole different game.
9 seconds. Second down and goal from the 6. 2 receivers to either side. Check that, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Russo takes the snap. Looks left, goes back to the right. It's picked off by Chase Peckle.
He tried
Peckle picks it off in the end zone and gets it out to the 7. He threw that one right to Jace.
Yeah, again, he was aiming for Conta. He's really, every time he's looked at Conta, Conta's had a crowd. When he's went to Wenzel or Johnson, he's had wide open receivers, but he really looks at Conta all the time, and Conta has not been open yet.
So Neillsville Granton has it at the 7-yard line, almost the 8, with 2 seconds left. And you would think Neillsville Granton would just
I think they probably learned from their last one, and let's get to the locker room. But they're coming with wide. Oh no, Zoski's running off the field.
And now we got flags all over the place.
Yeah, that's too many men on the field, I think. Illegal substitution or whatever you want to call it.
So it's going to be called against Neillsville Granton.
Yeah. I think, just from my standpoint, Bryce needs to get under center, take the snap, take a knee, and go to the locker room right now. I wouldn't even mess around with the pistol or the shotgun or anything like that right now. You played a good half of football. Let's, and Peckle's interception really saved it there.
Yes, it did. They had a first and goal at the 6-yard line. Neillsville Granton does have 5 penalties in this first half for 25 yards. Erickson is up over center now.
Yeah, I totally agree with this. Well, they handed it off.
Oh, he gave it on a handoff to
Brown.
And Brown just about got tackled in the end zone there. So that'll do it here in the first half. Neillsville Granton playing solid defense.
Yeah.
And they hold Elk Mound out of the end zone at the end of the half.
Yeah, great big play there by Jace Peckle at the end of the first half, right at the end of the first half.
So they go to the locker room trailing 8-6. Elk Mound leads. We'll be back with our halftime after this.
Neillsville Granton Warrior Football on Zaleski Sports WPKG is brought to you by
Russell's of Neillsville on Highway 10 East, your better living store. Dan Herbrand Agency of Neillsville. Dan Herbrand, your independent agent, featuring Allstate Insurance. Eagle Tire Center, Highway 73 South, Neillsville. Name brand tires at Super Savings. Fanny Supper Club and Motel, serving Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9, Friday and Saturday 4 to 10. Fanny's, Highway 10 East of Neillsville.
Now, back to WPKG's Larry Hazer.
Quarterback Trunkle giving it on the handoff to Zoski. Zoski up the middle. Zoski finding his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Neillsville Granton Warrior Football on Zaleski Sports WPKG is brought to you by
JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery, Neillsville. One-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs. Visit jbcscreenprinting.com. Marshfield Medical Center, Neillsville. It's not complicated, it's care. Nasonville Dairy, Highway 10 West, Marshfield. A family tradition of quality and cheese making that is proudly Wisconsin.
Now, back to WPKG's Larry Hazer.
The quarterback Trunkle giving it on the handoff to Zoski. Zoski up the middle. Zoski finding his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Back here at D.E. Peters Athletic Field, we'll do a quick wrap here on these stats. I got kind of a long halftime coming here. Quickly for Neillsville Granton, their leading ball carrier, Micah Zoski, 2 carries, 43 yards.
Big run from 37 yards that took it down to the 6-yard line, and he scored the next play. really showed some quickness and really gave the Warriors a jolt in the running game there.
2 for 4 unofficially for Bryce Erickson, and 59 yards.
Yep. Big play to Michael Byrne also on that drive.
For the Elkmount Mounders, Kanta leads them in rushing, 15 carries, 64 yards. And Russo is 5 of 14 for 108 yards in the first half.
Yeah. Missed a lot of passes, though. And he's been throwing a lot to Kanta, and Kanta has not been open at all. But Wenzel and Johnson have been open quite a little. So, and Bartig also. So
8-6, Elkmount leads here at the half. Time for our Neillsville Dairy halftime report.
Neillsville Granton Warrior Football on Zaleski Sports WPKG is brought to you by
Geshe Funeral Home and Cremation Service, South Grand Avenue, Neillsville, celebrating life one family at a time with dignity, integrity, and respect. Gross Auto Group, Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, and Black River Falls. Check the inventory at grossauto.com. Hanson's IGA, West 5th Street, Neillsville, open daily 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., your locally owned and family-operated supermarket.
Now, back to WPKG's Larry Hazer.
Quarterback Trunkle giving it on the handoff to Zoski. Zoski up the middle. Zoski finding his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Gross Motors of Neillsville is your Chevy, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Gross Motors of Neillsville are proud sponsors of area youth athletics and local community events. See over 700 vehicles online at grossauto.com. Pick your favorite, then give Gross Motors of Neillsville the chance to earn your business today. Gross Motors of Neillsville is your Chevy, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crop season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at sherrilltire.com.
I don't take that way much either.
No.
Very seldom.
I said even all the years we went to wrestling tournament, we never went that way ever.
Yeah, you guys usually went more northwest.
Well, that or south, yeah. You know, like with youth, we went on lacrosse. Yeah, we never. Well, we got out of Neillsville a couple times, but that was that's 54, yeah. So. Some with the fingers, ain't it, or something?
I don't know. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. No. Not worth it. No.
Somebody told me that, I think it was like bowlers or somebody would soak your hand and make with their fingers.
Oh, I thought I heard somewhere.
I don't know.
Because pickles are vinegar flavored pickle, but pickle juice is pickle flavored vinegar.
It's a good call.
Pickle vinegar. Yeah, I hear you. I would not want to.
Kind of ironic that Devin Williams was named the reliever of the month in the National League today, and then gave up 4 runs in the eighth to win.
It's like getting your picture on the front of that. You can figure you're going to be crap.
You know, 2 out, he walked Brian, and then Belt was up. It's 2-1 on Belt. Brian Stolden is called out, but then they reviewed it and they changed it. I don't know what the hell.
Well,
3 out of 4 in San Francisco is pretty good.
I would have never bet anybody that.
Look at this card.
I would have went the other way.
Yeah.
I would have bet San Francisco.
Yeah. Knocked San Francisco right out of first place too, and then they got to go to the Dodgers this weekend. And they got Susan.
Yeah, we don't play them for long.
Yeah, that shouldn't mean nothing. Those last 3 games. Next series is St. Louis. Yeah, you got 10 games with them, so.
Yeah, they're no scrub.
No. I think their pitching is hurt too. I don't think Flaherty's back.
See, Peralta's going to face Lee. I think that's Saturday.
Is that about an average night, or?
I think last game I got like 60, but the game was definitely getting made. So it was the rainy game that we had to play. I don't know why they still tried to play it. So there was a storm coming in, right?
Yeah.
So they said, you know what, let's push it back to when the storm hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get there and it starts pouring, and they say, oh, well, we're going to have to wait. We saw some lightning.
Yeah, and that's mandatory 30 minutes right there.
After that 30 minutes, they go for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Another flash.
Yeah.
For another.
Back here at D.E. Peters Athletics. Let me get my mic right down here. Back here at D.E. Peters Athletic Field in Neillsville. About a minute and a half before we start talking Packers. Interesting where they're going to be going for their first game.
Yeah, Jacksonville. You know, I got to thinking, Larry, this is, last year the Packers were scheduled to play New Orleans, which they did. But because of COVID, no fans, so that made things easier. This year, when there would be fans, they doesn't have to go to the Dome again. So 2 breaks in a row playing against New Orleans, not having to worry about certain things in that Dome. So
the heat could be a thing, but I think they said upper 80s.
Yeah, you're talking northern Florida. I mean, it's still Florida. Don't get me wrong, but I guess the thing is, the NFL mandates it has to be an NFL stadium that they play in. So that really takes out a lot of things, any college stadium or anything like that. So basically, and Sean Payton wanted pretty much to be east of Dallas because that's where their games are going to be right in the next 2 games. So, and they're headquartered in Dallas. So, but Jacksonville, Minnesota, and someplace else were about the only available ones for that game. So.
Everything else is the same. They'll play 3:25 next Sunday on Fox.
Yeah, I would imagine Joe and Troy, so the Joe Buck fans can start for 2021.
Get it started right away. We understand Jace Peckel, he was kind of limping around, complaining of cramps on the sideline. So no real injury, just tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, and Jace plays hard all out all the time, Larry, and it kind of affects him a little bit, but he comes out, gets a little fluid in him, and he goes back out and does something great again. And I expect to see him come out a couple more times in this half, probably. Because
big interception by Jace late in the first half that stopped the drive by Elk Mound.
Couple of really big hits on the ground. They've pretty well Conta's gotten his yards. 64 yards, around 14, 15 carries, but Learman, McDonald, Jace, a couple others have really done a nice job pretty much controlling the Elk Mound running game.
Russo will kick it off here to start the second half. And it's a high end-over-end kick that Brown is going to take at about his own 10. Fakes the end around. He's going to keep it himself around this near side. Looking for an opening. Nothing there. He'll get to the 15, and that's it. First down at the 15 for Neillsville.
81, Isaac Wanta was not fooled on that play.
Glad to have you along here tonight on 92.7 WPKG, 92.7 WPKG.com, Neillsville School Channel, ZaleskiSports.com.
Live stream.
We got more stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Used to be the days, when you just plug into a phone line and you're good to go.
Done, yep.
I got more wires here.
Yeah.
First down and 10 at the 15. First play of the second half.
A lot of moving around here on that.
Both offensively and defensively.
Look at it. Okay.
Erickson's going to kick it off left side, and he gets up to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, nice gain of 9 to start by Bryce. And that looked like a run all the way, a designed run. So
second down and 1.
Yeah, nice start for the Warriors. Getting a short yardage situation right away.
Just underway, second half, 8-6 Elk Mound leads.
It's probably the first designed run that I've seen for Bryce this season already. So
he has Learman lined up in the backfield with him as he works out of the shotgun on second down and 1. Give it on the handoff, Learman. Learman off left tackle, and Learman's got room. And, we got a fumble on the play, and it's picked up by Elk Mound.
And that's too bad. Learman had a nice run.
And what are they going to say here? Have we got official announcement? It is Elk Mound ball, and it is.
Yep. Wow.
So the second turnover for Neillsville Granton, and that was on a run of a first down. And
yeah, that took out 10-yard run, you know. Yeah, because they started at 15, now that's 34. So, and Garrett had a little room, probably was going to get a couple more, but that somebody pulled that ball out, and there it is. And Elk Mound set up on their own on the Neillsville Granton 34.
First down and 10. Russo also working out of the shotgun. Conta behind him in the backfield. Bartik comes in motion. They give it on the handoff. Conta straight up the middle. Ran into one of his own guys that was Jace Peckle who blocked him into him.
Yeah, and Dante Erickson there too. But, he's looked like number 52, Gabe Fenton, kind of got in his way a little bit. And then Jace Peckle and Dante Erickson were there to clean up, though. So
pickup of a yard.
Yeah, so.
Second down and 9 from the 33 of Neillsville Granton after the turnover for Elk Mound. They lead 8-6, 10:38 left to go. Third quarter. Shotgun for Russo. Long snap count. He's going to pitch it on the far side. That's to Conta. And Conta kind of lost the handle on the ball, and that kind of disrupted that whole
play
thing.
Was off right at the hand, you know. And to me, you know, Larry, that was pretty close to being a forward pass, and that ball hit the ground. I thought that might be called incomplete pass, but looking down the line, it probably was considered a lateral. So,
pickup of 2, 3rd and 7. 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Logan Erickson coming out, Caleb Walsh coming in.
Elk Mound leading 8-6. Another big defensive play here coming for Neillsville Granton. Long snap count again by Russo. He has time to throw, fires it in the flat. He's got his receiver, Johnson. Johnson taken down by Zoschke, but not before he gets a first down near the 20. So pickup of 13. Unofficially the 7th first down in the game for Elk Mound.
Nice throw by Russo to Johnson, and Johnson runs very well after the catch also.
Big kid.
Yeah.
For a receiver.
Yeah, tall, rangy receiver.
All right, first down and 10 from the Neillsville Granton 20 for Elk Mound. They lead by 2. Russo with Conta behind him. Gives it on the handoff. Conta tries to get yardage, but he is dragged down at the line of scrimmage. Peckle in there again.
Yeah, I think that was Shane Garth.
Yep, Carter Shanegarth was
Walsh
there too.
Also there, so no gain.
Second down and 10 from the 20 for Elk Mound. Russo gets his running in.
Yeah, he does.
He goes to the sideline to get the play and has to jog back in. He's running about 35 yards every time. Second down and 10 from the Neillsville Granton 20. 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Long snap count again by Russo. Has time, throws it in the flat. Again, he's got his receiver, Johnson. Johnson breaks a couple of tackles.
He
lost the football. It's picked up by Neillsville Granton.
I think that's Mike Kozoski.
Mike Kozoski, I believe, is who it was, and he is being mobbed by his teammates on the sideline. No, it was Learman.
Yeah,
Garrett
it was
Learman.
Yep. Yeah. No, Learman. I don't know. I thought it was Zoski. Learman ended up with the ball.
Yep, Learman had the ball.
Yeah.
So the pass was complete. And then the fumble occurred. So it's a first down for Neillsville Granton. After the turnover, the second turnover for Elk Mound. So each team with 2 turnovers. And the score remains 8-6. Give it on the handoff, Learman. And Learman gets to about the 29 for a couple of yards. And it brings up a second down. Second down, and well, they give him more yardage there. Looks like about
3 yards. Yeah.
So 2nd and 7, close to the 30-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side on second down. Erickson wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he throws it upfield, and it's caught.
Nope.
They're going to say incomplete.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Intended for Zoschke.
Yeah.
It looked good from up here.
Yeah. Yeah, the referee was right there, though, and so was Coach Lehman and Coach Kurth, and they did not put up any argument at all. So
must have bounced in there.
Yep.
He was being rushed that time.
Yeah, he was lucky he wasn't sacked, is what. But yeah, and if he had been able to step up in the pocket, he might have been able to hit Zoschke on the line there, and that'd been close to a first down.
Third down. Up over the middle, and I'm not sure. Somebody might have been in the wrong spot.
Zoschke or Byrne were both there. Byrne got his hands on it. The way Zoschke was waiting, I don't know if Ian Zoschke, I should say, if that was for him, but incomplete, so it'll be a punt.
Byrne looked around. When he turned, it looked like he wasn't ready for that at all.
Right. Yeah, and Zoschke looked like he was ready for it.
So fourth down, we'll see Brown come in to punt. The return men for Elk Mound are standing back at their own 40. Good snap from center. Oh, they had a good rush.
Yeah,
but a good punt.
Wenzel really had a nice rush there. And
look at that punt. Wow. Conta let it go, and it's going to roll all the way down inside the 15 near the 11-yard line.
60-yard punt, Larry.
All the way down to the 11-yard line. That's where it'll be first down and 10 for Elk Mound. They were hoping to get pretty good field position. Now they're all the way down inside their 20.
Yeah, that took a beautiful bounce on this field. Wow.
Surprised Conta let that ball go.
Really. Yeah, but he was smart. Once it started bouncing, he didn't try to pick it up. So.
Right. Because he had a guy right there.
Yeah,
So first down and 10 for Elk Mound. Now what do we got?
Looked like a little equipment adjustment for Carter Shanegarth.
Okay.
Ref helped him out with it. Now they'll go back to it.
First down and 10 for the Mounders at their own 11 after the nice punt.
Yeah.
And they give it on the handoff, and not much there. In fact, a loss.
Dante Erickson and Shanegarth both in there, and Conta had nowhere to go, and it looks like he lost a little bit.
He lost a yard back to the 10.
Yeah.
So it brings up a second down and 11 now for the Elk Mound Mounders. Boy, if you can stop them down in here, you get the field position.
Force a punt. And Logan Erickson down here in front of us, Larry, having his ankle taped, so I hope that's nothing serious.
It looked like he was kind of hobbling when he came off that one time.
On the last play of defense. I did not see if he was in on offense there.
Second down and 11. Back to pass is Russo. Lets it fly upfield, and it's going to be caught by Johnson. Wow. Up across the 35. Zoschke on the coverage, and it's a first down. Pass play of 26 yards.
What a great throw by Russo, but it was right in the right place. It was behind, and the only one who could see was behind was Johnson, and he was able to make an adjustment. Ian Zoschke wasn't, and took him out of a big hole. About 26-yard play.
Out across the 35-yard line. 6:19 to go, third quarter. Still 8-6 Elk Mound. Johnson and Bartig go as receivers to the right. Bartig in a slot to the right. Russo out of the shotgun. First down and 10 for the Mounders. Russo. Pitch goes right side to Conta. Conta looking for a wall over there of blockers. And then he got hit hard, brought down across the 35.
Kretlow got double teamed, and he's on the ground yet.
Check it at the 40 is where they mark it. Pick up a 5.
He's okay. He's limping too now. So.
And then he goes back down.
Yeah.
Coach Lehman out there. The trainer is going to come out as well.
The Warriors don't have a lot of depth right now for different reasons, Larry. And when a senior like Kretlow goes down, he's tough to replace. Logan Erickson is coming back in the game.
As they tend to Kretlow. Yeah. The way they're moving his foot.
Yeah.
You're hoping it's just a cramp.
Yep. But he was out there fighting with two blockers, and he was going backwards, so you hope it isn't a sprain. But the way they're looking at him now,
the way the trainer's pushing on his foot.
It's a cramp, you know.
It's 5:49 to go here in the third quarter. 8-6 Elk Mound. Again, a reminder, we'll be on the road to Durand next week. Neillsville, Granton, and Durand, Clarabelle Conference football here on 92.7 WPKG.
Yeah, Durand 2-0 going up to their game tomorrow night with Stanley Boyd. Nice returning bunch they've got coming back. You know, we talk about Bauer, but they've got a lot of other kids coming back, and they're going to be a force in this Clover Belt, and it'll be a tough test for the Warriors down there, especially down at Durand. You know, they came up here to Neillsville last year and put on a pretty good show here, too, last year in the season opener. And
Simon Bauer is already over 400 yards rushing.
Games. As we found out last year, he's the real deal.
Yeah. So. Well, Kretlow was up and walking off, so it looked like it might have been a cramp.
And he's jogging, so I think he'll be coming back in the game in a little bit. So,
all right, so Elk Mound will have it 2nd down and 5, just outside their own 40-yard line. 5:49 to go here in the third. Thursday night football tonight.
Yeah.
Got to keep that in mind. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the hard part to take, Larry.
Thinking it's a Friday. Yeah. Only a yard there on the pickup. Yeah, that was Steinhorst.
Yeah, and Learman was in there along with Shane Garth. Learman was in there low and made a nice tackle and held him to only about 2 yards, a yard maybe.
3rd and 4 coming up here for Elk Mound at their own 30. Or check that, their own 41.5.
Yeah, Learman, he's leading tackler for the Warriors so far this season.
Yeah, he's had double figures in both games.
Yeah, he has played very well both games in that inside linebacker. He's not super tall, but he's very strong and very quick.
3rd down and 4 from the 42 of Elk Mound. Russo works out of the shotgun. Peckel sneaking up to the line of scrimmage. And they give it on the handoff to Russo the other way.
Be very close.
To the right.
He's right at the stick. And
it looks like they're going to mark him right at the 45-yard line.
I think he's going to be about half a length of a football short.
I think you're right.
The ball. He's got the ball right on the line, and the yard marker sits at about the 45.5-yard line. So
4th and less than a yard. Ball at the 45. Clock running at 4:23 to go here in the third.
You know, as big as Russo is, you know, you'd think he'd go under center and you could just move ahead. But they're punting.
Wow. They are. 4th and less than a yard.
Playing the field position game.
Russo is the punter, so watch out.
Yeah, that's
he's going to punt it, and it's a high kick.
Very high. Fair catch.
Fair catch called for by Brown at the 24, and that's where Neillsville Granton will take it. Interesting call there by Elk Mound. 8-6 they lead, and they punted away on 4th and less than a yard.
It was a good punt, but Warriors are starting not bad field position, 25-yard line. So, you know, I'm sure they would hope they would have went farther and pinned the Warriors deep. But
Neillsville Granton stopped Elk Mound 3 times on 4th down in the first half.
Right. Yep, and they've done a good job in this half too. Now starting on their own 25.
So at the 25, Neillsville Granton takes over, 1st down and 10, trailing by 2. Erickson works out of the shotgun. Fakes the inside handoff, keeps it himself, and only gains maybe a half a yard.
Yeah, that worked once, but looks like that time the Mounder defense, Conta, looks like it was the guy there. Stayed home that time and stopped Bryce after about a half a yard gain.
So we'll call it 2nd and 9, just outside the 25. 3:38 to go, third quarter, 8-6 Elk Mound. Schultz comes wide to the right along with Micah Zoschke. Erickson works out of the shotgun. Gives it on the handoff inside to Brown, and he has nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's nothing there for that one. So,
well, maybe Elk Mound
they're tightening up.
Said we're going to tighten up the defense and get field position back. Brown got nothing on that one.
Yeah, big 61 inside there. Jerome Delikowski didn't let that play go anywhere.
So it goes back to 3rd and 10 at the 25 for Neillsville Granton. As they come out of the huddle, there's a lot of pointing.
Yeah.
Now Zoschke and Schultz come to the right.
Yeah.
Erickson out of the shotgun. Fakes the inside handoff. Wants to throw it upfield. He's got Micah Zoschke, and let's see where they mark it.
Got the first.
He should be across the 35, and he is, and that's a first down.
Should be a first down.
That will be a first down across the 35, and a nice pass play there on 3rd down for Neillsville Granton. And he gives him a first down.
Wide open out here in the flat.
Yep.
Ian Zoski had run a little deeper pattern, and Micah just kind of curled underneath, and nobody picked him up, and was wide open and got the 10 yards for the first down.
First down and 10 across the 35 for Neillsville Granton. Clock running with 2:28 to go here in the half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Here's a handoff to Brown. Almost got away from the tackle in the backfield, but Brown, who was there?
Steinhorst, number 85. Really.
He almost took the handoff.
Yeah, he and Bryce and Andrew had a little meeting at the ball there, and I guess the Warriors should be happy they only lost 5 yards on that play.
So a loss on the play makes it second down. And 15, almost 16.
Yeah. Got Schultz and wide here with Zoski in the slot, Micah Zoski in the slot, and they're throwing.
Erickson wants to throw, lets it fly for Zoski, and it's just over his fingertips.
He got a hand on it.
He had beaten his defender, Bartholomew.
Bartholomew was a step behind him and just let him just a feather too much, because if Micah can bring that in, he's going to the house.
We saw his speed earlier on a run play.
Yeah.
The only guy that ran him down was Conta.
I said, wearing that number 23 this year, he looks so much like his brother Jonah.
Yep.
Except a little quicker, and
not quite as big as Jonah.
No, that's right. But the mannerisms and his stride, everything else looks just like Jonah.
Third and long, back to pass, letting it fly down the sideline, and it is
caught.
Is it caught? They're going to say it was caught on the near sideline at the 45 of Elk Mound.
What a throw! What a throw by Bryce, and what a catch by Micah Zoski.
25-yard pass play down to the 45 of Elk Mound.
That might be as good a catch as we've seen in a long time here, Larry. And kept his feet in bounds.
Now it's Zoski and Brown who are split wide to the left. Schultz to the near side. Erickson out of the shotgun. Fakes the inside handoff. Look out. He's going to be rushed from the outside. Nobody blocked. I believe that was Steinhorst.
Yeah. He came flying in from the D end, and
nobody got him, and a loss of 10 back inside Neillsville Granton territory at the 45, the second sack in the game for Elk Mound.
Yeah, and about the only good thing that comes out, because that was coming from Bryce's blind side, Larry, that there was no turnover.
Yep.
Because that would have been a strip and a fumble there. But Bryce was able to hold on to the ball, and the Warriors are sitting here 2nd and 20 now back at their own 45.
Two receivers to the near side on second down and long. Give it on the handoff to Brown. Brown looking for some running room. And we get a flag down.
And I think Charlie Schoen is going to get nailed for holding there.
Conta a little slow in getting up.
That's right in the area where Charlie Schoen was blocking, and that's where the flag was.
Illegal block in the back. Is the call against Neillsville Granton.
And that penalty will come, I believe that's a spot penalty, so that'll go back.
Let's see what the referee says here.
Illegal block in the back, offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So there you go.
Yeah.
From the spot of the foul, so it goes back to the 37-yard line.
So now you're sitting at second and about 28 now.
Yeah, I need a math major to come in here and do this one.
I was lucky I came up with that.
So is that a 10-yard penalty?
Yeah, 10-yard penalty from the spot.
Okay.
So.
Here's Erickson again to throw. He's got Jace Peckel. Peckel puts his head down and rumbling and stumbling up the field. He's still on his feet. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Jace Peckel.
Wow.
63 yards.
On a 2nd and 28.
Jace Peckel, he got a head of steam going downfield, and you weren't going to stop him. 63 yards for Peckel. And Neillsville Granton takes the lead. Now how big are those defensive plays?
Yes.
Earlier in the game.
Yeah, the one at the end of the first half made by Jace Peckel, so.
22 seconds in the third. Peckel takes it down the field. And he's got a smile on his face. And he needs some oxygen.
Spent too. Yeah.
Down he goes on the trainer's table. Here's the handoff to Brown, trying the 2-point conversion. He's in, but a flag goes down.
But the flag came from behind, so that's going to be on the Warriors.
And it is a false start against the Warriors.
That's too bad there.
Yeah, you like to get that 2-point conversion here.
Illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield, offense. Replay the try.
So it goes against, that's too many men in the backfield is what it was.
Yep. Yeah.
So they'll try it again now from the, where are they at here, the 8?
Yeah. That was a 8-play drive, Larry, 75 yards, and it took the Warriors about 1 minute and 30 seconds to cover that, and that includes that 10-yard loss that Bryce took on that sack, and then also that 10-yard penalty.
So they'll try it again, the 2-point conversion, this time from the 8-yard line.
Again, trying to run it.
Trying to run it to Brown. Brown trying to get to the outside.
Nope.
Push from behind, out of bounds at about the 3, and it'll be a 12-8 lead
Thought
for the
he was
Warriors.
going to make it, but Russo got a hand on there and forced him out at the sideline right at the end. So
22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Neillsville Granton now up by a score of 12-8 over Elk Mound. And I was going to say for Neillsville Granton, that was their 7th penalty in the ballgame.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say it hurts them, but it's still penalties that move you back.
But they're recovering this year. Other years they didn't recover.
No.
So far they're recovering from them this year. And
it's paid off here in this game.
Yeah,
I mean, you've held them on defense.
Yeah.
How long have they had 8 points here now?
Yeah, they
scored that with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
So you held them the whole first quarter, part of the second quarter, and then a big stand at the end of the second quarter, which is crucial right now. Also, they were down inside the 5-yard line, and Jace Peckel intercepted that pass, and now the Warriors take the lead.
The interesting one comes on that drive that Neillsville Granton just scored.
Yeah.
Elk Mound didn't go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah.
Less than a yard.
Yep,
they punted the ball.
Yep.
And Neillsville Granton scored.
Yep.
Interesting on that one.
Yep. That's got to be something Coach Lou will be thinking about. Should I have went? And their running game has been enough to get a half a yard or whatever it was. But
and it was near the 40-yard line.
I guess he had confidence in his defense, but the defense let him down on that drive.
Brown puts his foot into it, end over end short kick that'll be taken at about the 17. And it looks like Johnson, and Johnson is smothered.
Yeah.
Wow, Kretlow
and
who else was in there on that one? That was Molson.
Kretlow and Molson, 2 seniors down there.
Little sandwich job.
Yeah.
The Molson-Kretlow sandwich.
Yeah.
They're going to have that one down at Schmitty's, you think?
Yeah, it could be.
The Molson-Kretlow sandwich.
Yep. Yeah, it might be a big seller.
Got to use elk meat on that one.
Yes.
All right.
Mounder
meat.
Yeah. Mounder and Swiss.
There you go. First down and 10. Ball is at the 30-yard line of Elk Mound. Russo wants to throw in the flat, incomplete.
Yeah.
Off the fingertips of Kanta.
I'll tell you what, they have got somebody right on top of Kanta every time he goes out into a pattern. And Brown has been the main one. They have just covered him like a blanket on these pass plays.
He's gone to Kanta a lot, but
has not completed a pass to him.
Yeah.
And in various places. This one was out in the flat. He's thrown to him deep. He's thrown to him short.
I think 3 straight times he went in the end zone.
Yeah, and that was in the first half.
Yep.
That was before the previous drive. So,
all right, 14 seconds to go, third quarter. Neillsville up 12-8. Second down and 10 for the Mounders. Ball is at their own 30-yard line. Kanta comes in motion. Russo wants to throw. Johnson coming across. He'll take the pass at about the 34 and gets ridden down across the 35 up near the 38.
And that'll end the third quarter, Larry. But nice job by Brown bringing him down. Johnson has ran very well after the catch in this game, but he got his 8 yards, but Brown prevented him from going any farther. And now the Warriors will come out with a 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2 coming for Elk Mound. When we come back, 3 quarters are in the books. Fourth quarter action coming up. Neillsville leads 12-8.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free
Neillsville
Samsung
Dairy
Galaxy
cheese curd.
S25G
Timeout.
at US Cellular.
Tough to beat, aren't they?
Fair.
Yes, they are.
Northside Computers is
Third down and
Marshfield's
2 coming
US
here for
Cellular
Elk
store.
Mound.
Visit us on South
Neillsville
Central
Granton
Avenue in
leading
Marshfield for the
12-8, and I
latest
tell you,
Samsung,
we
Apple,
talked about this
personal
Neillsville
cellular
Granton
devices,
defense.
tablets, and more.
And they are really playing well here tonight.
Right, and you know, that was one of the things I took out of the first game with Kobe, Larry. Yes, they gave up a lot of yards, a lot of points, but their tackling was much better. They forced four turnovers against Kobe. They looked much better against Loyal last week, and they're improving every week. You know, and they're hitting it just right as they're going into the conference season.
Well, and I think the Colby game, they were just outmatched as
Right,
far as
yeah,
physically.
absolutely. Colby's going to make a lot of teams look like that this
Yep,
year. There's no ifs, ands, or what's about it. And Neillsville's recovered from it well and playing very well against a good Elk Mound team tonight.
Third down and 2 for the Mounders. The ball at their own 38, just underway here in the fourth quarter. Neillsville leads 12-8. Quarterback Russo, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Erickson.
I remember calling his name in youth football. It was Dante Erickson.
Yeah.
And Russo loses. Well, let's see. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
So, you know, I will see if Coach Lou's going to punt, but I'll bet she is again because it looks like Russo is lining up deep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, on that play right there, it showed that they can't get that short yardage.
Yeah, he probably was right about that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Micah Zoschke, the only guy back.
Yeah.
And they're going to kick a high floater that Zoschke will call for a fair catch and make everybody moan at the 30-yard line as he almost lost it. But he caught it. And Neillsville Granton has pretty good field position at their own 30, leading 12-8. 11:18 to go in the game. Both these teams 1-1 on the season. This is the opener of the conference season.
Yeah, you want to get a jump on the conference season. You know, the Warriors got a tough one next week going on Durand, but they keep playing better. You know, and then I believe Fall Creek comes to Neillsville the week after that. I'm not certain, but
I'll check it for you while they line up here.
Yeah,
you are correct, sir.
Yeah. So you know, let's keep getting better every week, and we'll see what happens. You know, everything will take care of itself.
They give it on the handoff, and I believe that was Learman, and he had nowhere to go.
No,
that was Zoschke.
Micah
Zoschke lost a couple of yards. Bring up a second down and 12.
Warriors need to really put together some first downs here, Larry.
Run some time off.
Run some time off. Change the field position a little bit where you got Elk Mound starting deep in the territory, and then get back and play some good defense.
Second down and 12. Erickson wants to throw. No, he doesn't. He
Micah.
gave it on a handoff. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Gave it to Zoschke, and he got across the 40 for a first down. But a flag is down.
Oh, that's probably going to be a hold.
Well, he faked me out on that.
Yeah, he did. It was kind of a little bit of counter action there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have a little bootleg on this near side, but
that's what the Warriors did not need right there, Larry.
No, you would have had a first down.
And where that flag is, that's a long way away from where that play had happening. So there really was no need for a hold right there.
The play went right, and the flag was almost
on the left side.
Yeah. So another penalty.
Yeah.
And that's the 8th penalty.
You know, we talked about the Warriors shooting themselves in the foot. Well, they've had a couple of turnovers they've recovered, and they recovered from all the penalties.
50 yards of penalties.
But they need to clean that up a little bit.
Fake the inside handoff. Erickson wants to throw it. He got it tapped.
Yeah.
He had it hit.
Yeah, 55 it looks like was in there. That is Terry Mercer. Yeah, he got high. And lucky that tip didn't go to somebody else because that would have been an easy touchdown.
Was it Schultz he was going for?
Yeah, it looked like it, yes. yeah, it was a play action fake, and that did not fool anybody there, especially on a 2nd and 18. So
3rd and 18 with 10:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Neillsville Granton leads Elk Mound 12-8.
Just remember the Jace Peckel touchdown came on a 2nd and 28, so don't give up on the Warriors yet.
Erickson out of the shotgun, gives
Micah.
it on the handoff. Micah Zoschke trying to break a tackle, but the guy had his shirt and wouldn't let go.
Yeah, couple good gang tackling there. 50, Brex Todd was on the tackle there, and Jace Peckel down. I'm sure that's a cramp.
Yep, he's going to get a little help from
some
Bartik.
Nice help there from Ryan Bartig. Good sportsmanship there by the Elk Mound Mounders.
So 3 yards on the pickup for Zoschke.
That's something you don't see a lot of.
Well, it was funny because Peckel was looking around for somebody to help him just so he could get up.
Yeah.
And he did. And, he's having some problems with the cramping here tonight.
Really. And, it's not a super hot night either.
No.
And
well, now Elk Mound, their return guys are standing at their own 45.
Well, Brown buried one past him one other time, so we'll see.
Get a good snap here from center and get a good punt off.
I believe Lehrman is the punt snapper.
Good snap from center. And a
nice
kick.
boot.
Looked like he was angling it away from the return guys that time. And it's going to be down at the 43. Ian Zoschke was down there to down it. So good field position for Elk Mound with 9:54 to go here in the fourth. Neillsville Granton leading 12-8. Logan Erickson taking his brother's number.
Yeah.
Luke had 52 for many years.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Neillsville Granton can get another defensive stand here. First down and 10. At their own 43, almost the 44. Conta running, and he hasn't done that for a while.
No.
And he gets it across the 45.
Looked like Peckel in there at the bottom of that pile, though. He's down here. I was trying to see I think it was Austin Gross was in there on the tackle.
So 47-yard line is where they mark it, a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. 78 yards on 22 carries. So they've held Conta pretty good here.
Yeah,
That's
really.
a lot of carries for 78 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember what he did last year, and he hasn't come close to duplicating that tonight.
Nope. Yeah. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 47 of Elk Mound. 9-10 and counting left to go, fourth quarter. Bartik comes in motion. Russo wants to throw. Rolls left side. Sets, fires, and it's complete.
Wow.
Johnson with the catch.
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty good coverage by Ian Zoschke, but a nice throw and a nice pattern by
21 yards on the pass play. Ninth first down for the Elk Mound.
Sometimes the good throw and the good catch do good coverage, Larry, and that's, I think, exactly what you had on that play.
Ball's at the 32 of Neillsville Granton.
Jace Peckel still trying to work out those cramps down here around the 20-yard line, Larry. And
that's an important defensive player to have on the sideline.
Yeah.
8:35 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Pitch goes to Canta near side. Looking for some running room. The Warrior defense stretches out.
Nice job by Austin, Kretlow and Schultz really strung that out really nice. And Schultz made the tackle, but Kretlow really strung that out really nice.
Still picks up 7.
Yeah, but, the way that was going, it looked like a student body right there. And, I thought it was going to go for more than that, and they held it to 7 yards.
The Packers sweep.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of guards out in front. And
2nd down and 3, 8 minutes to go in the game. Neillsville Granton leads 12-8. Elk Mound at the Neillsville Granton 25. Russo out of the shotgun. Canta in the backfield. In motion comes Bartik. Give it on the handoff. It's loose, and it's going to be recovered by Neillsville Granton. Lehrman's going to get his second recovery. Garrett Lehrman is on the ball again for Neillsville Granton. And the Warrior defense holds again.
Yeah.
Turnover number 3 for Elk Mound. And at the 29-yard line, Neillsville Granton has it first down and 10. They break the huddle. They'll go with Schultz and Zoschke wide to the right. Learman stands next to Erickson, who's in the shotgun. First down and 10. High snap. He gets it on the handoff to Learman. Learman had nowhere to go.
Yeah, he didn't get much help from his blockers on that one.
Lost 4 back to the 25.
Johnson was in there, and along with 65, Tate Anderson. Yeah, Learman had nowhere to go, and then he lost almost close to 5 yards.
This official down here on this east side of the field must be looking for a big play.
Yeah, I guess
he is down at the Elk. He's at the Elk Mound 35-yard line.
Yeah.
All right, second down and 14 now for Neillsville Granton. Back at their own 25. Erickson wants to throw. Into the flat it goes. That was Peckel, but his knee hit the ground, and he's upset. He wanted to get another big run.
He had some ideas there. So. And that also stops the clock, Larry. So
they mark it at the 27, so he picked up 2. Stops the clock, 7:01 left in the game. 12-8, Neillsville Granton leads. Third down and a long 12. Now Schultz comes in motion. He'll go line up on the left side. 2 receivers on the right. Peckel is the setback. Here's the quarterback. Erickson wants to throw it upfield. Look out. This one's going to be picked off. Johnson's got it. A flag? No, that wasn't a flag. No. It was just a marker.
It was something flying, but I don't know what it was, Larry.
I think he just threw it where the interception was made.
Peckel's hurt again back here.
At the 30-yard line is where the interception was returned to.
And
Peckel, I think, is just cramps
he's
are getting to him.
Yeah, he's really cramping up again.
He's going to have to get something, some kind of fluid in him or something. He's not going to be able to finish this game.
Yeah.
But a big interception as Erickson just fluttered that one. He didn't get enough on it.
Yeah. And I think I thought he was going to get hit, and it fluttered out of his hand, and then nice return, and Elk Mound's going to start at the 30-yard line.
So a timeout to tend to Jace Peckel. 6:49 to go in the game. Neillsville Granton hanging on to a 12-8 lead. We'll be back to D.E. Peters Athletic Field in Neillsville after this.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? Do they make sure that you're comfortable? And that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. My best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Larry, just trainer Mike and Coach Lehman out there, and it's all they can do just to keep him
on his feet.
Keep him on his feet. And
seems like every time he goes in,
when he's in the game, he's making big plays, but then the next play he'll be hurt again. So cramp up.
It looks like everybody's got smiles on their faces.
Yeah,
so it doesn't look too serious.
Yeah.
But
a guy can be on the ground for a lot worse reasons than a cramp. Yep, I'll tell you that.
And he's having a hard time just getting up.
Yeah, and knowing Jace, he'll be back on the field before this game is out, too.
6:49 left, 12-8, Neillsville Granton leads, but an interception thrown by Erickson. Each team now with 3 turnovers.
Right.
And a first down for Elk Mound at the Neillsville Granton 30 when we get back to action. Again, next week we will have more football for you. Neillsville Granton at Durand next week. And you said that's turf field up there now?
I believe so. Yeah, Bauer Built Stadium.
Okay.
I believe it's called. And I believe it's a turf field. It's not that old either.
I know
in the last 5 years, I think.
I know I emailed the AD up there, and he said there's plenty of room for us. So.
Oh, good. I said, I just remember, we're playing Elk Mound. I remember us going to Elk Mound last year, and it was in October, Larry, and it was a huge snowstorm that year, and we sat outside the bleachers, and I think that was the coldest I've ever been at a football game last year.
They can get cold.
Yeah,
I know. Jace is up.
Yeah.
and walking off, but he's I think he's frustrated because
very frustrated.
He can't get in. He can't stay in the game.
Yeah, he's such a competitor.
And those hurt.
Yeah,
Cramps
and
hurt.
they do. Absolutely. You know, I said anybody who's woke up in the middle of the night with
Oh,
a cramp,
them are the worst
I don't
things.
think there's anything worse. And it takes a while to get rid of them
Right.
also. So.
And then you think you got rid of it, and then it comes back.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. First down and 10 for Elk Mound at the Neillsville-Granton 30. Neillsville-Granton leads 12-8, 6:49 left to go in this fourth quarter. Russo wants to throw. Looks out in the flat. It's complete to
That's
Steinhorst. And Steinhorst, the big receiver, finally brought down by Andrew Brown.
Yeah, Brown, that was kind of like wrestling a bull down there.
Yeah, that's enough for a first down. So a 10-yard pass play. That's the 21st pass thrown by Russo tonight.
Yeah, we came in, he had 30, he was averaging 16 a game, and the Warriors have done a good job of keeping the running attack down and have forced him to go to the air. At times he's been very accurate, and at times he's made some questionable decisions when he's throwing the ball.
All right, first down and 10 at the 20 for Elk Mound. Russo gives it on the handoff. Conta goes straight up the middle and gets about 8 yards on the carry.
That's one of the first times since the first quarter, Larry, that Conta has had room up the middle to run.
So a second down and about 2, a long 2 coming here for Elk Mound inside the Neillsville-Granton 15 with 6:15 and counting left to go in the game. Neillsville-Granton leads 12-8. But Elk Mound knocking on the door. Neillsville-Granton needs another big defensive play somewhere. Russo. Long snap count. Gives it to Bartig coming in motion from left to right. Cuts it back up the middle. And he's brought down from behind. A nice tackle made by McDonald. Or he'd have been in the end zone.
And now Credlow's down again. And I don't know if this is a cramping situation again, but
pickup of 11 on that play for.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So Mason Credlow is having the same problems as Jace Peckel. And they've been two of the key defensive players for the Warriors tonight.
And Peckel comes back out.
Yep.
And out goes Gross.
Yeah. Yeah. And, we talked about Conta having room to run up the middle a couple plays ago. Well, Chase Peckel's not in the game. Where do you run? Right up the middle. So
it's something unless they've been on the sideline nursing it, but I have not seen an Elk Mound player.
No, not at all.
Have that happen to him here tonight. So it's a first and goal for Elk Mound at the Neillsville-Granton 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah, now Mason, he did not play in game 1. I don't know if did he play last week. I don't know. His might be a first time out, but Jace, it's been a weekly thing so far, so it's something that's got to be looked at a little bit. Is his fluid consumption enough or whatever? But they kind of got to get to the nuts and bolts of it to figure out why it's happening.
Eat a few more bananas before the game.
I have a banana almost every day, Larry, and I still cramp up once in a while. So I don't know if that's a cure-all or not. So
well, that's what they always said.
So
5:53 to go here in the game. 12-8, Neillsville-Granton, but Elk Mound with a first and goal at the 3 yard line. As they continue to work on.
And this could be the game for Elk Mound right here. If they don't get in, the Warriors can put together some first downs and run out the clock.
You got to make sure Jace is in there here, especially on these plays.
He's in there. He does. You look at him walking, and he doesn't look real comfortable walking. But he's
probably just waiting for something to happen.
He's such a competitor, and he's just a charging bull. He just is. And Mason, good to see him walking off. But he and Jace are really having problems with cramping tonight.
All right, first down and goal from the 3 for Elk Mound. Russo stays out of the shotgun with Canta behind him in the backfield. 2 receivers split wide to the left. They give it on a handoff. Canta straight off, actually off right tackle.
He's
and
right
gets
at the
inside the
right
1.
at the goal line.
So to bring up a second and goal inside the 1. 25 carries, 95 yards for Canton.
Yeah. they've still done a really good job with him. They really have. He hasn't broken any big runs. Everything probably 6, 7, 8 yards have been his top runs all night, Larry. But in last year, he broke quite a few big ones against the Warriors last year.
All right, second down and goal to go near the 1 yard line. Now it's Russo up over center. First time we've seen him do this all night.
Now you might be looking quarterback sneak with that big body of his.
Russo, long snap again, count. Turns, gives it to Kanta. Kanta is going to be in for the touchdown. Kanta comes in off right tackle, just got in the end zone.
Barely.
And it's a touchdown for the Mounders, and they take the lead 14-12 with 4:55 to go here in the ballgame. So first time since 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, Elk Mound on the board.
5-play drive, Larry, that went 30 yards, 1 minute and 55 seconds. And they're lining up for the 2-point conversion.
So they line up here for the 2-pointer. Bartig is split off wide to the right. Again, Russo up over center.
Yeah.
Looks to throw. Look out. He's going to be sacked. Mason Kretlow. He got a little energy after being off the field.
Came back in.
Sacks Russo.
Russo was going to go to the other side, and Brown had that shut off very nicely, and then he came back the other way, and Kretlow was right there, and that ends it. That's important. It keeps it a 2-point game. Andrew Brown is a very good kicker.
I was just going to say, if you have a chance to maybe get a field goal.
Yes, I would think anything probably within 30 yards, Andrew Brown can kick. So we'll see, but they got to get down there first. But just something to keep in mind down the line.
So 4:55 left to go. 14-12. Elk Mound takes the lead, and we'll kick off.
Yeah.
Boy, it's nice to see those guys make plays after they come off the field with cramps. Seems like
both those
get
guys,
energized.
Yeah, both those guys. Jason's done it time, and Mason too. Mason has just made play after play tonight. So,
all right, the Warriors will look to make good on a kickoff return here. Get some kind of good field position.
The Warriors don't have to get wild here. Just string first downs together. I'd like to see him put the ball in Mike Kozowski's hands. I haven't seen a whole lot of him in the running back position again. But just string some first downs together, and we'll see it. Nice
end
kick.
Over end kick. Nice Brown will take it at his own 7. Fake the end around. Brown bringing it upfield, looking for something to open up.
Yeah.
And Brown will get it up near the 25. And that's where they'll have it first down at 10.
Mound's done a really nice job of covering the kickoffs tonight. There's been nothing for Brown and Mike Kozowski to do back there.
In the words of Hank Stram, just keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Exactly. You've had open receivers all night. We missed some, hit a couple, but just take your time, keep your head on your shoulders. Do not shoot yourself in the foot with penalties. That's the biggest thing right here.
4:46 to go. Elk Mound leads.
Schultz wide left. I think Schultz is a mismatch with anybody out here.
Erickson comes over center. Gives it on the handoff to Brown, and Brown gets almost 5 out to the 30-yard line. So it's a second down. Second down and a long 5.
Yeah, that's the first
almost
time
6.
We haven't seen Bryce go under center much at all this year, and something they're trying a little different.
And he does it again, coming up under center with 4:18 left.
And maybe that's better for running. Brown can probably get a better start without having the quarterback back there.
And Brown has it here, and Brown coming off left tackle, and Brown gets across the 40, out near the 42, 43-yard line. Picks up 14 on that play.
Yeah, nice hole on the left side. You got Renz at left guard, Walsh at left tackle there. Probably your two most experienced linemen, and they cleared the way there along with Logan Erickson at center.
3:53 and counting left to go in the game. Erickson wants to throw. Sets, throws, and this one is going to be picked off.
Underthrew it again, Larry.
Intended it out there for
Byrne.
Michael Byrne,
and
but the pass was short.
Yeah.
The fourth turnover by the Warriors tonight.
Not question any play calls, Larry, but the running game was going good. I think it was. I think I would have stuck with that a little bit, but I'm not the one making the play calls.
So first down at their own 42 for Elk Mound. They lead by 2, and we'll see what they do here now. Russo out of the shotgun. In motion comes Bartig. They give it on the handoff to Kanta. Kanta is hit and almost had that ball come loose.
That was Mason Kretlow again.
And Kanta is looking up, finding out who was driving that bus. A loss of 2 on the play.
Well, that's what the Warriors got to do, you know.
Yeah, they got a big defensive stand. They still got 3:18 left to go.
Yeah, you know, if you don't give up a first down, you save your timeouts. You give up a first down here, then you got to start thinking about using your timeouts.
Second down and 12. Ball back at the 40-yard line of the Mounders.
Watch out for Mr. Johnson out there on the left side. That would be the guy. That or Wenzel coming across on the drag.
Bartig takes it on the handoff in motion. Tries to cut it back, and there's Kretlow again with help from more red jerseys.
Ashton Schultz again coming up from the secondary. Did a really nice job stringing that and turning it back in the inside, and Mason Kretlow made the tackle. Schultz has played very well all season long at defensive back. I believe he's 3rd or 4th on the team in tackles. He's had a pass interception. So he's doing well.
Picked up 5 there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah. Big play here.
Ball at the 45 of the Mounders. 2:22 and counting left in the game. 14-12. Elk Mound leads.
Like I said, if you don't stop them here, you got to start calling timeout. Elk Mound's going to take a timeout here.
Where's the quarterback?
I don't know. Yeah.
He's over by the coach, so they're going to take a timeout.
Coach Lou is right by the
he's letting it run down as much as he can.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So they'll let it run down and then take a timeout. Mm-hmm. They let it run down inside of 2 minutes. And we get a timeout. So Elk Mound calls a timeout, 14-12. They lead by 2. 1:57 to go in the game. We'll be back to D.E. Peters Athletic Field in Neillsville after this.
Neillsville Granton Warrior Football on Zaleski Sports WPKG is brought to you by
JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery, Neillsville. One-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs. Visit jbcscreenprinting.com. Marshfield Medical Center, Neillsville. It's not complicated, it's care. Nasonville Dairy, Highway 10 West, Marshfield. A family tradition of quality and cheese making that is proudly Wisconsin.
Now, back to WPKG's Larry Hazer.
The quarterback, Trunkle, giving it on the handoff to Zoski. Zoski up the middle. Zoski finding his way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, another big defensive play here for Neillsville Granton. 3rd down and 7 for Elk Mound at their own 45. Under 2 minutes left to go.
It'll be interesting to see what Elk Mound comes out with a play call. You know, are they going to? Before they were very conservative, running the ball and kicking. You know, are they going to come out and kick or? You know, I said they've had a lot of success throwing to the left side, either to Johnson or then Wenzel coming across on those drags. That I would think you'd be looking. I would think you'd want to try to keep the ball here, but. Once again, I'm not Coach Lou, and I don't know what he's thinking. But
well, they got 3 receivers to the left.
You've got Kanta and Johnson and one other receiver to the left side.
Shotgun for Russo. And they're going to give it on the handoff. They tried to stretch it out.
Very conservative.
And the handoff only gets maybe a half a yard.
Yep.
It was to Steinhorst.
Yeah, so Neillsville calls timeout right away. So Elk Mound's going to kick from their own 45.
So 4th down and a long 6. And Bryce Erickson immediately starts to warm up on the sideline.
Yeah, he's got to forget about those last 2 throws he's made.
Yep.
You know, that's all there's to it. So because now they need him to throw. Yeah, there's no time to implement a running game here. They need Bryce to come out and make some throws. And it's also on his offensive line, too. They've got to give him some protection. So here Jace struggling.
Jace, limping again as he comes off.
So
just having a rough night here tonight.
Yeah, and look at all the big plays he's made, Larry.
Yeah, despite that,
Is it a big interception at the end of the first half, a long touchdown reception, numerous tackles, and but it's just something that they've got to figure out with him, with his hydration or whatever is causing this. I don't know.
A minute 53 left, 14-12, Elk Mound leads, and the Mounders are going to punt the football, and back to receive it is Andrew Brown. Russo to punt it. Again, Russo is the quarterback, so you always got to be aware of that.
I just believe that they're going to kick it, though, Larry. I can't believe they would pull any shenanigans right now.
The ball goes through the hands of Russo, and it's down by Neillsville Granton inside the 35.
That was Max Kretlow flying in there to cover him up.
And Neillsville Granton's going to take over at the 33-yard line 34-yard line of Elk Mound. It went through the hands of Russo, and again, the ball probably a little wet with the dew on the ground.
Yep. So,
and here we go.
Nice play by Max Kretlow getting in there. So now it's up to your offensive line.
A minute 51 left. Neillsville trails by 2.
Now,
they have
interesting in here, Larry. Mike Kozowski solo back in there.
Ball's at the 34 of Elk Mound. Given on the handoff to Mike Kozowski. Zoschke gets a couple of yards. To about the 32.
Yeah. Warriors not no big hurry. It's
again. You could go for the field goal if you need it.
Right now, you're 20 at least 20 yards from a decent attempt. Right now, I think you got to be 15 inside to give Brown a good shot at a field goal.
Erickson working out of the shotgun, wants to throw the football. Has some time, can set up, throws it down the field. Oh, it's knocked away at the last second. Schultz was there, and it was knocked away, or that would have been 6 points.
Yeah, Ashton Schultz had a step on it, and can't see who the defender is there. Maybe it's Bartnick.
It was Russo.
Russo.
Well, they got some tall guys back there.
Yeah, and Ashton's not tall, and Russo has those long arms. And
third down and 8.
Very nice throw by Bryce Harrison.
Yes, it was. Tight spiral.
Right on the money. So,
all right, third down and 8. Erickson works out of the shotgun. He has time, throws it to Peckel. Peckel puts his head down and drives. He's going to be close.
No,
Let's see where they mark this.
They got to get inside the 20, Larry, for a first down.
No, he's right there at the.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
At the 25, 24, Coach Lehman looking down.
It's very close.
And they're going to measure.
Very close. Let's see.
They're going to measure this one.
Yeah, it's inches either way.
Well, I tell you, Peckel was determined to get that first down.
Yep.
Cramps or no cramps, he's going to get that first down. And it would be big if they get it here.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're pushing where you're within, 9-10 yards of having a good field goal attempt.
So they will bring the chains across. The Luchterhans will bring the chains across.
Yep.
And we'll see what results in stretching out the chains here. A minute 8 left to go.
I think they've got it by the nose.
That's Dick's prediction here.
And there's too many people in the way. Coach Lehman's going to tell us one way or the other.
Well, the whole team is going to tell us one way or the other. As they stretch out the chain.
Yep.
It is a first down, Neillsville Granton.
Okay, so now you got a minute 8, 2 timeouts.
And your ball is at the 24 of Elk Mound.
To have a realistic chance at a field goal, I think you got to get to the 15-yard line.
All right. So they have to get the chains
if
back.
Bryce gets a rush, he's got to get the ball out of there.
Yep.
He cannot
Don't take a sack.
Can't take a sack.
All right. First down at the 24, just inside the 25 of Elk Mound for Neillsville Granton. They trail by 2 with a minute 8 left. Mike Zoschke is the running back standing next to Erickson.
Waiting for the Luchterhans to get set.
Everything got twisted up when he got back
bet.
over there. Now we're good to go. Erickson will work out of the shotgun. He wants to throw. He wants to throw. Rolls. He's got room to run down that right side. He's going to take off and get out of bounds.
Yeah, now you're in field goal territory.
And they're going to mark him out at about the 17 or 18-yard line.
Yeah.
So he picks up about 7.
Got out of bounds.
Clock stops with 56 seconds left. You'll have a second down and about 3. The ball is at the 17-yard line. They break the huddle. They'll go with Ian Zoschke and Schultz to the right.
Yeah. Mike, you got 2 timeouts here, so you definitely you can run.
Erickson wants to throw it. Dumps it over here in the near side, and it's in and out of the hands of Peckel.
Yeah, they had that well covered.
I don't think he would have went very far.
They've learned their lessons on that play.
Yeah, Jace wouldn't have went very far on that one. So 3rd down and 2, or 3. Coming here for Neillsville Granton. Again, it's at the 17-yard line. 3rd down, 52 seconds left. Neillsville Granton trails by 2.
Yeah, some kind of rollout with Bryce, I think, where you can, kind of a run-throw option would be nice. Molson in the game at tight end. That's another guy to watch here, too.
All right, 3rd down.
The brothers Zoski's on this side, Schultz on the other. Oh.
And what do we got?
Timeout. Timeout, Coach Lou. He did not like something out there.
Elk Mound calls the timeout with 52 seconds left. 3rd down and 3 coming for Neillsville Granton. 14-12, Elk Mound with a lead. Back to D.E. Peters Athletic Field in Neillsville after this.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Well, 52 seconds left to go. 14-12, Elk Mound.
Run is still an option here for the Warriors.
Neillsville Granton with a 3rd and 3.
They still got 2 timeouts left, so a running play with I believe Mike Azoski and Learman are both in the backfield, so is not out of the possibility here.
Here's the handoff, and it goes to, I believe, Learman.
No, I think that Mike.
Oh, that was Mike Azoski.
And he went nowhere.
So it's 4th down and 4.
Yeah.
Well, what do they do here?
I think they're going to go for it. I have not seen Brown warming up on the side. Looked like any semi-balance of a field goal.
Neillsville Granton will take a timeout.
Right now, Larry, you're looking at a 36, 37-yarder. That's pretty fair distance.
47 seconds left. 4th down and 4 from the 19 of Elk Mound for Neillsville Granton. Zoschke actually lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I thought a running play might catch them by surprise, and it did not.
It did not.
It did not.
So a 4th down coming up here for Neillsville Granton. A pass play into the end zone was just knocked away
from
earlier.
Ashton Schultz, yep.
And now the Warriors coming out offensively.
Yeah, it's you look at the skill people they've got in there. Peckel's in there. Brown is in there.
Erickson, quarterback.
Yeah, Molson is in there. Carter Shanegarth is in there. So it's kind of a different,
They're trying to field goal.
Yep, they're going to go, and that's 35 yards.
Brown, just outside the 35, is going to try and give Neillsville Granton the lead.
This is pretty interesting to me, Larry, because he did not warm up at all on the sidelines. That's what's interesting to me.
All right.
Yeah.
And now timeout called by Elk Mound.
Yeah. I think Elk Mound is looking at the possibility of a fake here, too.
Well, you've got Brown, Erickson. They're both quarterbacks.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things from that, especially with those two, some kind of Yeah, I don't know if the Warriors use a kicking shoe, but he does not have a kicking shoe on either. So.
Is he a straight?
Yeah, he's straight.
Straight kicker?
Yep.
Well,
we'll see. I said,
I
think that's
Coach King, is this within his limits?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
He's got the leg to do it. Okay. But yeah, we'll see here.
All right. Setting up for a 35-yard field goal.
Yeah. Now the next thing is it's got to be a good snap. You don't do this often. It's a different kind of snap.
Well, he's coming from, it looks like he's going to do a little sidewind kick
Yeah.
here. Oh, it looked like they went offside. Who went offside? That's the question. It
Yes,
looked like Elk Mound. Elk Mound's pointing to Neillsville. Now, what do we got here? I haven't had a signal yet as to where it came from. It looked like this guy on this near side for Elk Mound came across the line of scrimmage. They're going to huddle up here and figure out who is the guy. Who is the guilty party? And it's Neillsville.
Yeah.
It was Elk Mound who went across.
Number 11. Nathan Svee went across. So
that gives him a first down.
Yeah. That'll give you a first down at the 15-yard line.
So a first down via the penalty for Neillsville Granton. So they'll have a first down inside the 15 with 47 seconds left. Boy, that couldn't have played out any better. I think they were actually trying to force Neillsville Granton to go offside.
Yeah.
And he went a little bit too far.
Yep.
All right, so Neillsville Granton has it first down.
Zosky down here, single coverage.
Up under center is Erickson on first down. Give it on the handoff to Zoschke. Brown, and Brown is ridden down.
Way back.
Steinhorst and Wenzel got in there.
Yeah.
And we get a timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout called. Neillsville Granton calls a timeout this time. No gain on the play.
I believe it's Neillsville's second or third.
Final timeout by Neillsville Granton.
So that throws some drama in there too,
So second down, they give him a loss of a yard on that last one.
Now you're almost in a situation, Larry, where you throw the ball. You got to throw the ball now.
At least once.
Yes. You go to the sidelines or whatever. So.
40 seconds left. 14-12 Elk Mound. Ian Zoschke wide to the right.
Schultz,
Brown's going to go out there too.
Schultz down here on the left in single coverage.
Erickson's out of the shotgun. He'll have Peckel back there with him.
Yeah, watch for Peckel out in the flat here.
Erickson waits for the snap, fakes the inside handoff. Now's rolling to the right himself, keeping it around the right side. Bryce Erickson is out of bounds.
Nice job getting out of bounds.
Looks like inside or near
right
the
at
5.
The 5-yard line.
That's close to another first down.
Yeah. Yep.
It's going to be short, it looks like.
9 yards.
Clock stops, though, with 33 seconds left.
Yeah. Good job by Bryce getting out of bounds there.
And a third down, and there again, that was a designed rollout right there. They seen something where it opened up. All right, so Erickson's going to come up under center.
Now you can run the ball because if you get the first down, the clock stops.
Erickson under center. Gives it on the handoff, and he got handled right away.
Boy.
Who was running? That was Brown. He got met as soon as he got the handoff.
Now they got to try the field goal.
They got to hurry up. They got no timeout. 17 seconds left. They got to hurry. They got to hurry.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't.
They got to hurry.
They needed to get up to the line of scrimmage.
They got to hurry. 6 seconds. Brown, they get it down. Brown's kick is on the way.
No good.
And it is good! Brown kicked it through the uprights for the win! Wow! Wow. What was that, about a 25-yarder?
Yep.
25-yard field goal with no time left. And with hardly any, there was no urgency on that thing at all.
No. Played out just the way they thought they would.
25 yards. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Neillsville Granton wins it 15-14 on a last-second field goal by Brown.
Yeah.
It couldn't tell from this angle whether or not it was good.
It almost looked like it hit the goalpost and bounced in.
But nonetheless, it's a 25-yard field goal to win it for the Warriors. Yeah. And they are now 2-1 on the season and 1-0 in the conference. We'll come back with our post-game report after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.